All right, guys, my name is Heaven Cook. I'm here with Coach Eddie for the Knights. Coach, tell me something. What are you looking forward to tonight with this competitive game?
Just the physicalness of the two teams getting out here and be able to compete. We lost last week, so we want to get that nasty taste out of our mouth and just to be able to be resilient and come back and bounce back.
No, 100%. Now, I also saw you guys won the state champion in 23, I believe. So I'm assuming you guys are looking to get back into that. And I'm pretty sure Mountain actually are the champions from last year, or did they? No, I'm sorry, they lost. They lost. So it's a lot of high rise right now. So is it very competitive between you guys?
Yeah, most definitely. Coach Litton is a really good coach, and we won the championship in 22 and 23. So don't get it twisted. So yeah, they were in it last year, so it's going to be a good matchup, and we're looking forward to it.
All right, guys, you heard it right there. This is Coach Eddie, and I look forward to watching you guys compete on the floor.
Thank you.
All right, have a good night.
You too.
All right, my name is Heaven Cook, and I'm here with Coach Linton with the Mountain View. Tell me, Coach, what's something that you're looking forward to in tonight's game?
You know, I'm hoping that our kids come out right from the get-go. Last week, I thought we played really well against Basha in the second half, but we gave away too many things in the first half for us to be able to win that game. So we're hoping to come out sharp, play clean right from the get-go.
Now, I understand we had a little weather delay. I hope that this didn't cause any frustration between you and your players, anything?
No, our kids are always ready to adapt. So, you know, it's part of football. And so I'd rather do this than play in 110 degrees. So it's pretty good.
Now, I don't want to dwell in the past, but I do know you guys lost in the championship game last year. Is there anything that you're looking to regain this season?
You know, our kids believe that they can win, you know, and that we've been there before. And so we'd like to make the Open, and if not, we'd like to win a 6A state championship. I think that this is a caliber team that can do either.
Perfect. You guys heard it right here. I'm Heaven Cook reporting live. And, Coach, I hope you have a fantastic game and get straight to work.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Varsity Sports fall football evening. My name is Gregory Graves, and I'm joined alongside Matthew McCord, and we're very excited for tonight's game on hand. Mountain View Toros coming from Mesa to take on the Higley Knights out here in Gilbert, Arizona. Matthew, just what were some of the things you heard pregame from the coaches as we are moments away from kickoff?
Well, for Mountain View, it's going to be about let's correct some things that faltered them a little bit against Basha last week, right? They want to come out early. There was a lot of the turnovers early that really hurt them. Mountain View had a turnover right before halftime last week against Basha. They had a fumble that was given up in return for a touchdown, which really sealed the game. So to avoid the early turnovers for Mountain View, it's get going early, and let's lead the offense through Talon Arnett, and let's lead it through Brady Goodman.
Absolutely, and like Coach told us pregame, they're never trying to focus in on just one guy. They like to distribute the ball. There's certainly some playmakers on the Toro side. Obviously, you mentioned Arnett, Galaviz, the running back, and then of course the quarterback Brady Goodman is in good health. I got a chance to see him week 1. I know you've had a chance to see him play, and just a good pocket passer, big guy out there, just a solid player.
Special, and he does a good job. He does a good job of getting out of the pocket when he needs to avoid pressure as well. He's a good pocket presence, and he has a good deep ball team. So all-around good quarterback, and going up against a good, tough Higley defense today. It's really aggressive and has standouts at both corner positions, so it should be a fun one.
And yeah, as we enter the first month of high school football, I think one thing's clear. Sometimes at this level, it's one play away each game, right? Whether that was a big pass down the sideline, untimely fumble, or, punt returns, et cetera, et cetera. So it'll be interesting to see, will one play determine the outcome of tonight? You never know till the final whistle blows, so it'll be exciting stuff.
Yep, should be a good one. Really excited for this one.
And as we await kickoff with players in the middle of the field, I think joined by some youth, could be related to the school possibly. And, we had some interesting weather on the way over here, that's for sure, and early in this afternoon. Obviously out in Tempe, the Sun Devils are playing a game right now. Pretty sure they're in the second quarter, and it seems like the weather will be no issue tonight. I know the coaches spoke to that, hey, we'd rather play in this weather than 110 degrees, right?
Right. It's actually got a little bit of a nice breeze to it tonight, so.
Tina and the Bridges.
Yeah, it's nice weather out here tonight. And as we take a look at some of the stats between these two teams heading in, obviously two highly touted passing offense, both coming with nice running games. The Toros, they'd like to see that rushing yards per carry obviously pick up. 3.4 is just not going to cut it, but I'm excited to see, they've played some tough opponents. Sometimes numbers can be skewed. So, the keys to the game for the Toros will, continue that strong passing game. And I think for Higley, it's the key to the game. Simply put, it's their first season in 6A. How do they match up to these opponents? And we're going to see plenty of that tonight.
Well, so far for Higley, so good, right? They lost to Pinnacle last week, who's the fourth best team in the state, but 3-1 so far in the first season 6A after back-to-back 5A state titles is pretty impressive. So it's been really fun to watch them, and you saw the stats when it came to their passing offense for Mountain View and how good it's been. That's the Brady Goodman effect. So
Absolutely.
Let's see how they match up tonight.
And I'm sure we've all mentioned this in our Mountain View broadcast, but Arnett, man, he broke the state record last year with total touchdowns. So, of course, Coach, like we mentioned earlier, said this is never a focus on one single player. They want to get everyone involved. But, man, he surely is a special player out there. So it'll be interesting to see tonight.
In the words of Coach, he said, we're not going to force feed anybody. But you see Talon Arnett get the ball so much that you think he's being force fed. I mean, it's everywhere. It's in the short game, it's in the intermediate game. The long game's still evolving, but it's in the screen game as well. I mean, he'll line up in the backfield if you need him to. I mean, it's everywhere for him. So that's definitely a player we've, of course, highlighted tonight. So,
and I think what makes that connection between him and Goodman, honestly, so special is they've been playing since they were little kids together. So, I mean, you've built this chemistry, this camaraderie with a guy, and then you come to this level, and, it's backyard football all over again, isn't it?
Backyard football against some really good opponents. So I think this is of course, going to be one of Mountain View's. They've already played, the two top teams in the state in Liberty and Basha. This is going to be another really, really tough test. So let's see if that duo can get going again. But let's not sleep on that running game as well at Mountain View's.
So as we await kickoff from John Gerard from Mountain View, it looks like Higley will receive the ball first here at home. The cheerleaders are roaring, the fans are packed, and football is almost underway, even after all those lightning delays, and just interesting start.
Honestly, thought it was going to be worse. The weather held off, so.
Yeah, absolutely. I was a little worried driving over here, as we all probably were. But kickoff is about to be underway. And we have two Higley receivers back there. The kick is underway, and the kick is out of the end zone. So as Higley takes the field here, it'll be interesting to see what the early looks will look like, how they'll handle this early adversity. And I think the main thing for Higley will just be, keeping ahead of them chains, making sure nothing gets too uncomfortable for them. But for Mountain View on the defensive side, you'd love to see some turnovers. You'd love to see some big plays. So here we go.
Yeah, I got you.
And quarterback Gunnar Fagrell is back there with his running back out to his right. He sends one receiver in motion. They're going to fake the handoff. They're going to go deep shot on the first play, and it is caught by number 84 on the sidelines. Good for about 20 or so yards with Landon Banks on the catch.
Well, that's one way to come out aggressive, right? I mean, Mountain View's game plan is come out aggressive. Higley's not wasting time. Deep ball first, play action, get a guy in motion, set it up well.
As the quarterback drops back here, he's going to look to his left, and he's just going to hit the running back on the short check down. Good for about maybe 10 yards. Number 1, Antonio Young on the catch and run. Good for about 10.
We talked to Coach Zuby before the game, right? 15-1. Two guys that were going to have a big impact on this game. You see it already.
The quarterback looks left once again, and he hits his receiver on the sideline, tackled right around the sticks. That was number 84 on the catch. Landon Banks once again.
Well, high tempo already for Higley. They're coming out here and they're trying to set a precedent.
Yeah, I'm looking down at my notes, and then the quarterback's already off and running. So it looks like the QB's going to have two receivers out to his right, running back in the backfield, one tight end on the blocking, and we'll see where this play ends up. Quarterback drops back, looks left, looks right, looks back across the middle, and just out of the hands of number 8. So an early fourth down after a quick, felt like a quick tempo offense, and looks like the Knights may go here.
No, it looks like they're going to punt. Honestly, a surprising punt for me. 4th and 2.
We'll ultimately see what the play is, right?
That pass was targeted for Zuby's son, of course, as well. Daniel. So good to see him getting in some reps and playing well.
And he's going to delay the punt, but he is going to let it go. And that looks like a good punt. Let his gunners get down there, and fair caught by number 1, Zachary Galaviz. We'll call his name plenty tonight. Obviously, the senior. It'll be interesting to see how they get everyone involved as the Toros offense will take the field, but ultimately a nice stand by the defense.
Yeah, nice stand by the defense. After that first play, I mean, you immediately could have put your head down and been like, oh, wow,
They're going to drive.
Yeah, they're going to drive, but stood them up.
So now we welcome the Mountain View Toros offense to the field, of course, led at the helm by Brady Goodman. Be my first chance to really see him play in this type of environment. It'll be interesting to see what they do early. That is Steve Meadow in the backfield. Brady's going to roll right, and he's going to sling one to the sideline, and that is caught by, guess who? Arnett.
Already. Coming across the field on a full play action, and now it looks like Mountain View's going to run their own tempo game here as well.
Wasting no time to get back in that huddle and back in under center. With the handoff to the running back to the left side, and he's going to cut up field and get just hit at the ankles, and looks like good for about no yards on the play, so it brings up a 3rd and 1.
Good job getting off the block there, getting off the block of the left tackle to make sure and stand him up at the line of scrimmage and bring up a huge 3rd down here early.
Big 3rd down. Obviously, we saw the previous 3rd down, the 2 yards. Higley was unable to get, but we'll see on this 3rd and 1 what the package is with 2 receivers lined to his right, 1 tight end in motion. And the quarterback's going to roll right on a little arc. And he's going to scramble. And it looks like Goodman may have stepped out just in front of the sticks. We'll see what the refs call here.
Good job by Arnett, excuse me. Good job by Goodman there to pick up the scramble, pick up some yards to get the first down. Nothing open downfield, right? Even on the play action, I'm surprised they went to the passing game there, but nonetheless, improvising works and picks up the first down.
One of those little bubble plays, get the quarterback rolling out right, and fortunately, he only had a yard to go, so not terrible. Brady Goodman under center here, running back in the backfield. He's going to hand it off, and he's going to be met at the line and pushed back. Good for no yards on the play. That was Coy Bodley on the carry. He'll be heavily involved out of the backfield tonight.
Great job there by Ari Moody, by the way, of Higley, getting into the backfield immediately and stuffing them up. But it wasn't just him; it was a group effort, all getting pressure within on the line. And this is going to set up 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go again with the 3rd and 8. We'll see what the formation is here. Brady Goodman in the gun position. Now they're going to go quickly under gun. Looks like they're going to try and draw the defense off sides, but then they're going to get back to the line of scrimmage and calm things down. You can see Coach Litton on the sideline there calling the play. So Brady Goodman's going to hop back into the gun. He's going to drop out from under center. He's going to motion his tight end. He's going to motion 2 tight ends to the left. So now he's got 3 receivers out left, nothing out right. He's going to drop back, quick little screen play, and it's just unfortunate through the hands there, and tough break there on that play.
A lot to set up there for Mountain View, right? You had a lot of guys going in motion, all of a sudden, like, simultaneously, while also moving from shotgun to under center. Trying to get Higley to jump off sides. Higley stays patent, they stay focused, and they're able to get a big stop. So back and forth, we get 2 punts.
Of course, the punter for Mountain View today is, as always, John Gerard. 3 gunners to the left, 1 to the right. Looks like 24 is motioning to his punter, and the punter's going to let it go. And, ooh, it's close to getting blocked, but great punt. Rocketed down there. Just going to back up. Going to back up the Knights pretty far back there off of a rocket of a punt.
What a punt. That was an absolute rocket. And great job by the special teams coverage. Get down there and gang tackle the returner. I mean, all around great job there from Mountain View on special teams.
Yeah, all 3 phases of the game, as coaches always love to say, but it is true. Special teams plays a huge, huge role come that 4th quarter and that final score, so it'll be interesting. As Mountain View will bring their defense back out, and Higley will once again take the field. As Gunner will be in the gun position, running back to his left, 2 receivers out right. He's going to fake the handoff and cut up field, good for about 2 or 3 yards.
Well, they're immediately going to get Antonio Young going here on the drive. So they came out passing first time around, come out running second time around, trying to get a mixed attack going.
Absolutely. Haven't seen a whole lot of under center early in this game for Higley. I wonder if that's just part of the playbook or how they're going to play tonight. But once again, the quarterback's in the gun. He's going to motion one receiver out to his left. He's just going to check it down to the running back, and then he's going to cut up field for a good amount of yards. Good play, good throw. And I believe that was, once again, Antonio Young on that catch and run.
Well, offense is going through him a lot right now, isn't it? Run game and in the screen game.
As they go tempo once again, the quarterback tries to draw him off sides, and he gets the flag. Unfortunate for Mountain View. Got a little antsy there. Quarterback got him.
When you're running such a high-tempo offense, you're eventually going to get these guys to jump because they're expecting the snaps to come around so quickly.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, it's getting them. This Higley offense is really, it's humming right now. They just need to continue to drive it.
Once again, the quarterback in the gun. He's motioning another receiver, this time to his right. He's got two split out right. He's going to look left, see nothing, roll right. Just throw it downfield to number 1, Antonio Young, through his hands. That was a big play for Mountain View defense. Obviously, I know it was a drop, but
Nonetheless, incomplete pass slows everything down, right? Kind of sets the tempo.
what was that tempo offense they had, right? They can't get to the line of scrimmage and speed it up if they're throwing incomplete. So
Slows it down.
be interesting to see how they do this the rest of the game. But once again, in the gun, he's going to hand off to the running back, Antonio Young. And Young's good for the first down on the play.
Well, we know who their offense is going through. Antonio Young doing everything. I mean, it's screen passes, it's run game, it's the running game, it's running routes.
Quarterback's going to have pressure, but he's going to step up at the pocket and get hit. Good for about 3 or 4 yards there. And
Well, it was immediate pressure off the right side, and he had to get out there and make a scramble out to the right, or else it was going to end pretty badly.
yeah, I mean, so far you see Higley wants to get it out. So any sort of pressure Mountain View can generate up front in the trenches will be critical to this defense tonight.
Yep.
Once again, the quarterback in the gun. 1 receiver out left, 2 out right this time. And the tight end's going to cut up field as well. QB's going to look right and throw the deep ball out of reach for his receiver, number 82.
82, Alan Turner falls incomplete. Bring up 3rd down for them.
Unfortunate there. They wanted the deep shot, but exactly what the Toros wanted, forcing an early 3rd down.
It was great coverage on the outside by Mountain View as well, kind of pushing him towards the boundary, making the pass harder, having a lower radius to get to the ball. So that's great coverage by Mountain View and brings up a huge 3rd down.
And that was Alan Turner on that incomplete. So once again, the quarterback and gun motioning 1 receiver out to his left, 2 split out right, 2 split out left. Kawibi's going to look left quick, and it's picked off by Mountain View. Great play there by number 13. I believe Parker Foster, the D lineman, coming up big on the interception, giving the Toros the ball back just like that.
You think he's a D lineman? It looks like a cornerback. I mean,
Yeah.
he comes off lined up in pressure, right? He comes off. The quarterback doesn't have a read there. I mean,
We'll take a look at that play one more time with Parker Foster, like we said, the D lineman making a nice athletic play there.
so he came off the line. He was able to read the quarterback and read the eyes, and the quarterback never saw him because he expected him to be rushing.
Here we go, Brady Goodman and empty. He's going to hand up on the jet sweep to Talon Arnett. Plenty of times his name will be called tonight, and he's good for about 3 or 4 yards.
Receiver, running back, whatever you want, right? He's doing everything.
Playmaker, that's what I like to
Playmaker.
call it.
Everything.
Yeah, I noticed this throughout a few weeks here. I mean, it's clear you want to get your best players to football in space. Doesn't matter if it's receiver, doesn't matter if it's running back, and it's exactly what Mountain View's doing here early with Brady Goodman once again empty. The running back's going to come back to him. 3 receivers out left. He's going to look left. He's going to stay left, and he's finally going to unleash right into the zone. The receiver got there. Nice catch by Teo Weeks. Nice play.
Yeah,
Way to find the zone.
deep post come across, able to make his way back to the left hash. Great throw there by Goodman. Stayed patient in the pocket. Didn't let it get to him. Didn't scramble out of the pocket like you see a lot of young quarterbacks do. Was able to sit in there and deliver a good strike across the field.
So Brady Goodman's going to take the carry this time. He's going to go left, and he's going to get about 3 or 4 yards in that play. Obviously, it's a direct snap to the quarterback in the takeoff, but good catch and run there, essentially.
Yeah, just get a little bit of yards on 1st down. You don't want to find yourself behind the sticks.
And the Toros find themselves in great field position off that early interception with Brady Goodman once again in the empty, but the running back's going to motion back to him. Brady's going to look right. He doesn't see anything likes downfield, so he's going to take off left. He's going to get a few yards. He's going to meet the defender on the sideline just short of the line to gain. Nice play.
Well, immediately, first read's covered, second read's covered. Let's take off and go, right?
And he
Took
gets-
off to the left, gained a lot of yardage, and that's how you turn a net negative into a net positive.
So it brings up a 3rd down on this drive with only a few to go. We'll see what the play call here is for the Toros. Brady's calling out the play to his team, and he's going to once again be an empty with an extra blocker out front. 3 receivers out wide, Oh, you see 2 linemen motion to the right and Arnett's in motion across the middle. And as you see that handoff to Arnett, nice play there. Didn't get the first.
It's going to be right at the stick, so it's going to be close.
So it's going to be an early call here for Coach Litton. Important call. It looks like the Toros will go on this 4th and 1. Coming off that interception, why not?
Already in
As
the red
Brady
zone.
Goodman is under center, and he's going to go with the QB sneak tush push, and I believe that is good for a 1st down.
The tush push has translated to high school football.
I don't think they're quite as Jalen Hurtsy and Lane Johnson-y out there, but hey, Brady Goodman's a big guy.
Brady Goodman's a big guy.
Hey, he's a big
You see
guy.
him standing in this huddle, he's a big dude. So, I mean, might as well.
He might be taller than Jalen Hurts.
Might be taller than me.
So Brady Goodman under center here with a fake handoff. He's going to roll out left. He's going to see a man downfield. Nice catch and touchdown, Toros. That's Talon Arnett on the grab. Was waiting on the refs to confirm that call. Or did they call it just short?
Just short.
So excuse me,
Tush
just
push.
short. So we'll line up the tush push on the goal line. And Brady Goodman is into the end zone for a touchdown. 6-0 Toros. That's what exactly you want to see off turnover drives, I mean, got points on the board.
You remember that the very first play on their first drive that Mountain View ran? It was a play-action boot where Brady Goodman ran out to his left and completed a pass across the field to Talon Arnett. What was that play that set them up at the 1-yard line? The exact same thing.
Yeah,
So
Brady's taking a nice time reading his reads and, delivering.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it as well. Then a tush push to the 1-yard line. If the NFL players can't stop it, then it can be tough for high schools to stop it.
As the extra point is underway and it is blocked and recovered by Higley. Wow. Not something you see too often. So this game will remain 6-0 Toros.
Well, way to gain a little bit of momentum for Higley after giving up a touchdown, right? And there's also a lot of positives to take away from that drive for them. You were able to get them to a 4th down. It's just a really tough play to stop, but nonetheless, Mountain View takes an early lead, and the offense looked like the Mountain View offense.
Yeah, you can't let an extra point, you can't beat yourself up too much on it. Obviously, the kicker I know will want it back, but Mountain View got a turnover. They went and scored a touchdown. They did their job. So with 4 minutes to go in this first quarter, it's been a interesting but fast start.
Also, Coach Litton told us before the game that he wanted to get off to a fast start. Avoid the turnovers, you have to a fast start. It plagued them against Basha. After a first drive punt, they're able to come out here and score a touchdown. They've also held Higley now twice. A Higley offense, which in spurts looks very, very good. They were able to create their own turnover and score a touchdown, getting off to a perfect start for them.
Absolutely. So as this kick is now underway, the Toros lead 6-0. And Higley will look to return this one. I believe in the backfield, receiving is number 84. Landon Banks saw him on a catch earlier, and now he's returning some kicks. So the Knights will take the field here for their 3rd drive in the game. Obviously, we'll want to forget what happened on the last drive. Certainly how Sun Devil fans are feeling right about now, but hey, anything can happen. That's the beauty about football in the desert.
I think I may rather have Brady Goodman at quarterback right now than Sam Levitt.
Ooh, that's all right. QB under center, QB in the gun. Motion and 1 receiver out to his right, 2 split right, and he's going to hand off to the running back here once again. See plenty of early touches here for Antonio Young, and clearly Higley has an identity they want to establish, and be interesting.
Well, for both teams, you're seeing one guy taking a bulk of the receiving and taking a bulk of the rushing.
Right.
Right? It's Antonio Young and it's Talon Arnett. They both have their superstar player and they're going to him early.
Of course, coaches never want to give too much away, but you got to get the ball on your playmakers. So he's going to miss the handoff to his running back, and just awkward timing on that play there for Higley, and incomplete, which brings up an early third down for the Knights. And for Mountain View, that's exactly what you wanted. As see a little smoke from the student section.
What are they doing over there?
Dang 'em.
Yeah, nonetheless, this is huge for Mountain View. Mountain View can get this ball back immediately to their offense, which was so good on the last drive. They have a chance to go up, set the tone here early.
So following that incomplete, it looks like Higley is going to, slow down the offense. No tempo right now. QB's calling out the play. And he's going to go once again in the gun here. Three receivers out left, one out right. One's going to motion back inside and back outside. And they're going to go to the quick screen pass to Antonio Young. He gets blown up on that play
Pass complete to Antonio Young for a couple of
by number 3, Brody Anderson, making a big time hit.
Brody Anderson going in there and making a huge hit, completely read the screen pass right from the jump. 4th and 6. I mean, they were going to try to keep it pretty simple there. Higley not get too crazy, but
So the punt is underway, and looks like it's going to spiral out of bounds down around the 50-yard line. Would have liked to have that one back, but for Mountain View, wow.
Burrows will take over the
I
ball.
mean, perfect start to the game in essence. Of course, the extra point would have been the perfect start to the game, right? But
Higley football.
nonetheless, you have a chance to correct it here by scoring another touchdown.
absolutely.
So, yeah, it was good pressure up the middle there from Mountain View. So, Mountain View's special teams looking really good thus far. I mean, they were able to get pressure and able to have their gunners did a great job on their own punt as well. So, everything going right here for Mountain View.
As we welcome the Toros back out to the field with Brady Goodman in at quarterback, of course, and Steve Meto in the backfield. Looks like Brady will head in the pistol. He's going to look right. He's not going to like the immediate read. He's just going to take the carry and get just about to the line of scrimmage, maybe good for one.
Well, it looks like there was a bit of a miscommunication there between 14 and Goodman. So, Goodman, once again, when something goes wrong, able to make a negative into a positive.
Absolutely. And so once again, we'll see Brady in the gun position here with his running back. Out to his left, 3 receivers out left, 1 out right. We see Talon Arnett lined up on the outside. And Brady's going to look left. He's going to throw left. He's going to throw the deep shot to Talon Arnett, and he almost comes down with it. No flags. Incomplete.
Well, double teamed. Well, the safety moved his way over, but at the end, they're double teamed and still able to get a hand on it. Got in between the corner and the safety and was able to get a hand on it. So impressive from Arnett. It was a good throw from Goodman, but nonetheless, great defense from Higley.
As we've already seen through, 9 minutes of this game, 7 minutes of this game, Brady has looked Arnett's way early.
Yeah, he's really good.
As simple as that, yeah. Goodman under center here, in the gun, and flags on the play. See what the call is here from the refs.
This one's coming back.
Yeah, it looks like the Toros will back up 5 yards, bring up a long third down. If you're Higley, this is exactly what you needed. Mountain View, you would have liked to have that last pass back.
Yeah, would have liked to have it back, but nonetheless, it was great even from Higley. And I think it may be the cowbells that are here in the Higley crowd that are getting to Mountain View. It's like you're at a Mississippi State game. They have cowbells.
Oh, don't bring up the cowbells, not again. As we see
it was so annoying.
Oh, nothing like Starkville, Mississippi. As we bring up a 3rd and 15, Brady Goodman in the gun. He's going to look left. He's going to fake it, and then he's not going to like what he sees. He's going to get sacked in the backfield by number 4, Dax White, the linebacker, coming with the blitz, and he makes the sack in the backfield.
That is a 6', 200-pound junior in high school laying the hammer down on Brady Goodman.
And the crowd absolutely loves it.
Came in unscathed, free to the pass rusher. Goodman had nothing deep, looking in the way of Arnett. Great job from Higley, and that should really, really get the juices flowing on this Higley sideline.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a player down there, how can you not be excited after your friends, your teammate just made a big play like that? It'll bring up the Mountain View punt with 2 minutes left to go at the end of this first quarter. Plenty of punts early.
Plenty of punts, low scoring here early.
And plenty of shots to our net.
But it's a very close contested game, and that's kind of what you expected between two teams that are very similar in terms of talent and where they are in their program.
Looks like we'll get a timeout on the Mountain View side.
Penalty.
Excuse me. Essentially, the play clock expired, even though there's no official play clock, so it'll bring up an even longer punt on 4th down. And Mountain View will hope to just pin them back like they did previously on the last drive, but things could get weird.
Things can get weird, but Mountain View's special teams have been really good today, besides the extra point. On the punt game, it's been good, so.
So punt is underway here. Low snap. Still is able to deliver a strike downfield, and it is caught and immediately wrapped up on the play. The Gunners of Mountain View are just absolutely getting after it.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to John Girard, right? This kid, John Girard. His punting ability has been off the charts so far, and it has been all season, but that was almost blocked, and it was a low snap. He's
Still got it off.
He's able to not only get it off, but boot it and give his Gunners enough time to get down there and make a good play. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's special.
Even good. Have a cookie.
So as we welcome the Higley Knights back on the field for the 4th time in this early ball game. Looks like the quarterback will remain in gun. He's going to fake the handoff to his running back and just do a quick outside pass. And looks like that's number 84 on the catch. Landon Banks with the catch. Good for about 2 or 3.
Landon Banks been getting involved early, right? He's been getting involved early. He had that big catch on their first play of the game when they went deep. They haven't really been willing to take a deep shot like that since then, though. So playing a little conservative. They really got this running game going.
So once again, the QB in the gun with his running back to his left, and he's going to fake the handoff once again. Same play to the other side, and it is blown up by Mountain View. And that is number 20 on the tackle.
Anything outside of the hashes.
Brock Bascom.
Anything outside of the hashes, Mountain View's been all over. So.
Yeah, I mean, they ran the same play to the other side, right? So
yeah, everything outside the hashes, Mountain View has been all over. They've been right on it. They've done a great job.
Brings up another 3rd down late in this first quarter. QB's going to look to his left. He's going to have no time. The pocket's going to collapse, but the quarterback rolls out, and he hits a man downfield. Nice throw, nice catch. And that is hauled in by number 8, Daniel Zuby, coach's son, making a play.
Coach's son making a play, and what a job for 15, the quarterback.
And they're going to go tempo here, give absolutely no time. He's just going to go to quick outside play, straight back to Zuby, and he's met right at the sticks as we approach the end of this first quarter. So through 1, obviously only 6-0. Higley's had 2 nice drives to move the ball. We'll see what this ultimately ends up in with a 2nd and 9. And it looks like Higley's just going to run this clock out and go into the second quarter with a nice drive unfolding.
Yeah, good job so far through the passing game, as long as they don't go outside the...
And that'll do it for the first quarter out here in Gilbert, Arizona, with Higley trailing 6-0. Brady Goodman with the early QB sneak touchdown. And we'll be right back.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the start of the second quarter. Higley is driving the ball down the field with an early 2nd and 10 in this quarter. QB's going to take the carry on this one, and he's going to cut up field for he's going to get extra yards after the play. Way to muscle through there. Good for about 7 or 8 yards.
Yeah, great job early here for Higley. They're trying to keep the momentum going outside of the quarter.
So it brings up a 3rd and short, and Higley has seen plenty of these tonight. I think coaches would love to just go to their play here as the QB is in the gun, and the running back is going to take the carry, but Mountain View's in the backfield, and he is met by number 9. That is Zach Bingham making a big-time stop on that 3rd down.
Yep. Once again, trying to get outside of the hashes for Higley, and Mountain View's all over it.
Just no time.
Immediate pressure ups in the middle of the offensive line, but then it also collapsed on the outside as well. So great job. Nowhere. That was 3 guys around him.
So that'll turn a short 3rd down into a long 4th, and they're still going to go for it with the QB once again in the gun. Fans are chirping. QB's going to look left. He's going to throw left, and he's going to have his receiver and just not enough yards to gain. Great stop by Mountain View to get off the field, and it'll bring the Mountain View Toros back on offense. And just unfortunate stall out there for Higley.
So Higley's had 3 drives now where they have looked great, and then they just stalled out. Just out of nowhere, and
they look great until like the 30-yard line.
And it's just about getting behind the sticks on 1st down, right? Their 1st downs have not been that successful, and they get past the 50, and it's kind of spoiling their drive. And on Mountain View's side, it's bend don't break. They've done a great job of giving up some yardage in the back, but then locking in and being able to create havoc, especially in terms of stopping the run when the ball gets into their own territory. So great job from Mountain View.
Brady Goodman once again will hand it off to his running back, and the running back will get absolutely no room to run. Early in this game, there's just not a lot of running room for these teams. You've seen chunk plays on the throws, but not a lot going on in the running back department.
Yeah, let's see what they cook up here, because Higley's starting to get a read on some of this here, especially in the run game. It's not been going as well as they hoped it to here early.
You can feel the crowd trying to get in it, but this early 2nd 11 will find Brady under center with once again a handoff to the running back, and the running back will get a good amount of yards back on that play, bring up about a 3rd and medium coming up.
Well, that's a lot better. Bring up a 3rd and medium. Huge 3rd down here for Higley's defense, trying to get the ball back here. But expect Goodman to find something easy here to Arnett. It's not going to be something crazy. It could be a screen. It could be something easy across the middle.
So you see Goodman get ready to give the play to his lineman. Arnett already seems to be set up out left. 2 receivers out left. Quarterback in the gun. Going to do a couple fake snaps, try and draw the defense offside, but looking back to his coach for the play. And now he's going to hop under center. The cowbell's ringing on our side. Goodman under center. He's going to hand it off. He's going to play action. And then nice pass, nice completion there to number 40 on the catch. That is Sterling Stapley, the tight end, the junior tight end, on the catch.
Play action drew the entire Higley defense in. I mean, they were expecting run completely there, and it freed the tight end wide open down the right hash. Great play call there for Mountain View.
Brady Goodman once again under center. He's going to hand off to the running back here, and the running back's good for about 6 or 7 yards on that carry. Number 8, Coy Bodley, seeing a good amount of carries on this drive. Obviously, Bodley's brother was formerly a player for this football team, and now, the last name stays on the Toros. So once again, QB in the gun. He's going to hand off to the running back, Bodley, once again, and Bodley's going to cut up field, and he's going to be met by number 44.
Legend able to get into the backfield, make a great play for Higley there, and it brings up another 3rd and intermediate. So we'll see if we go to another play action here. Mountain View's lining up under center, so they may go play action again. We'll see.
So once again under center. Ooh, he almost got that D lineman to jump. 3rd and 4 here for Goodman. He's going to hop out of center into the gun. 2 receivers split out to his left. He's now going to move this running back to his pocket. And he's going to throw the quick play over the middle to Arnett. Once again, that connection good for a Mountain View first down.
Kind of what I thought they were going to run the last third intermediate. They ran it this time around. Play action. Not play action, more so an RPO there. There's three options on RPO, and whenever you're picking the option that involves Talon Arnett, it tends to go pretty well.
So Goodman under center here, and he's going to hand off to Bodley, and Bodley's going to break through the first wave of defenders, but then that second level is going to get to him, good for about 4 or 5 yards.
Yep. Get some positive yards on first down. Try not to, if you're Mountain View, try not to stall here on second down and set up third and intermediate again. You can't consistently get set up in third and 5, third and 6.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and 7 here for the Toros. 2 receivers out to Goodman's right. His running back in his right pocket, under gun. He's going to hand off to the running back. He's going to take it himself. Good for the first down. Nice little play fake there at a Goodman.
Yep, good little play fake there. Good read there by Goodman to take it to the middle and get yardage. And I think for Mountain View, you're kind of sensing that this is a chance for them to really turn the game on its head.
Yeah, this is a grown man drive right here as Goodman once again will go under center for the 3rd and 1. And you'll see that QB sneak with their massive quarterback get about 4 or 5 yards.
I was about to say, he might have gone 5 yards on that quarterback sneak.
I don't even see Philly doing that.
But this is a chance for Mountain View to go up 2 scores with 6.5 minutes almost remaining in the second quarter. Completely put their imprint here on the road.
Haven't seen a whole lot of incompletion, so a lot of clock has bled early in this ball game. So we'll see Brady Goodman here in the gun with 2 receivers out to his right. He's not gonna hand off to Bodley. He's gonna take it himself. He's gonna run a defender over, and he's into the end zone untouched for a touchdown. What a run by Brady Goodman.
That didn't even look like it was the right read. He looked like he wanted to hand it off, and he took it himself, and why not? He just ran through an entire defense. When you're that big, you can do that. Brady Goodman, that was special.
So we see 2 early rushing touchdowns for Brady Goodman, one from right around the 1 yard line and one from the 15 yard line. So you're seeing that dual athleticism out of Brady. So the kicker will hope to right his wrongs from earlier and put this extra point through.
Need this right here.
Oh, it looks like Mountain View is ready to go into that 2-point conversion formation. They want to get them points back, but refs blew it dead. We'll wait for the call.
Does that make sense?
Sun Devils storming back.
Yeah, Sam Levitt spun and made 2 TCU defenders run into
As the
each other.
offsides is on the Toros. Unfortunate there. They had a lot going on in that line of scrimmage, so can't always be perfect.
Well, when you
go from kicking formation to a passing formation without your quarterback or receivers.
Also, you're making the extra point a lot harder here for
Absolutely.
a unit that's already missed one.
So we'll see the kicker get ready to take his kick. The kick is underway and good. There you go.
Drilled it.
13-0 for Mountain View, and the Toros will take a look back at that Brady Goodman run. He took the ball for himself on that option read, and he ran defenders over on the way, 2 or 3 guys that he took to the end zone with him.
Brady Goodman looking like Vanilla Vic out there. What a run.
Vanilla Vic out there. Yeah, I mean, we mentioned earlier that massive frame on Brady, 6'4", 215. I mean, taller than Jalen Hurts, so we can see why that QB sneak is pretty unstoppable for the Mountain View Toros.
Yeah, I mean, well, I did not know he's actually 6'4". That's ridiculous.
He's a big man.
He's a big
When
guy.
you're down on the field, too, you're like, whoa.
Higley needs to get something going here. I mean, well, they need to try not to stall out once they get past the 50, right? But nonetheless, I think Higley also has a lot of positives to take from this in terms of the fact that they've been able to move the ball. They just need to finish their drives.
Absolutely. So as we await kickoff, the Toros lead 13-0 here in Higley with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Just 2 great drives. And the kick is bombed to the back of the end zone, in and out of the hands of the returner, and good for a touchback.
All right, let's see what Higley can do here. Let's see if they can respond.
Big drive for Higley, especially knowing that it's still 2-point game, 2-score game, 3-score game, and you'd kick your field goals, but I have a feeling Higley will want to get a touchdown on this drive. So as Gunnar Fagrell will take the field once again. Looks like the QB will start on his drive and gun 2 receivers out right, 1 to his left, running back in the backfield, and he's just going to hand it off on this first play, and Mountain View is all over that. Just got back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down.
Well, Mountain View coming out early here. This Higley running game, aside from a few good runs right up the middle, has been a bit of a struggle too. It's been through the passing game that have gotten a lot of success, so
Absolutely.
Mountain View's really stacking up well.
So 2 receivers out right, 1 to the left. Once again, the same formation. This time he'll drop back and he'll look left. He sees a man. He's going to throw the deep ball, and just out of the hands of number 2, John Asaro could not come down with it. Pretty football, though.
He had a step.
He
definitely did have
Absolutely.
a step. It's just a bit overthrown. So, I mean, they run it again. You have a good chance to make that look different next time around.
Like to see Gunner put a little more on that one there. So it'll bring up an early 3rd down. Honestly, a big 3rd down here for Higley with 3 receivers out to the right. Quarterback's going to drop back. He's going to look right. He's going to rip it across the middle and just out of reach of the receiver. You know, the crowd doesn't love that, but that'll bring up the punting unit once again for Higley.
Well, it was a good job at avoiding pressure from the outside and stepping up in the pocket for Fagwell, but just not able to deliver a clean strike. And he had 2 guys that were
Wide open.
kind of open across the middle, but
Yeah.
it's a tough throw to make when you lose that much coverage.
So as Higley will punt the ball off again once more. Some great games going on in college days. The punt is muffed. Just got it out. Right on the 40-yard line. Good punt.
Great hands by Gunner to pick that up. Good punt. Toros will start 1st and 10 at their 40.
So the Toros will get the ball back right on the 40-yard line, and the offense will once again take the field with a 2-score lead and just looking to keep adding with, truthfully, the dominance of Brady Goodman so far, showing both sides of the ball.
Now, if you're Mountain View, you really have a chance to put your pressure on this one, right? Because you've been able to stagnate a Higley offense, which is really explosive, and it's translated to good offense on your own. Your defense is giving you momentum. They're playing off each other right now. This is something Mountain View look forward to. They look to get a fast start. They look to avoid turnovers. They're getting it all right now. So.
So once again, Brady Goodman will lead his team. Sends 1 guy in motion. Goodman with the handoff to the running back. It's Bodley, I believe, on the carry and good for about 2 or 3 yards.
Yep. If you're Mountain View here, you also wouldn't mind another long, methodical drive, right?
Right, burn that clock.
One that can burn that clock and get you in a half with a 20-0 lead. I know I'm looking ahead, but I'm thinking like the coach is thinking. 1 play at a time is actually probably what he's thinking.
So we'll see 2 linemen go in motion here. Goodman will take the snap and he'll hand off one to, he's going to take the carry himself, and that athleticism is doing plenty of damage early in this ball game to Higley.
In on the tackle, number 4, Dax White.
So we'll see Brady here on this 1st down. We'll see what the coaches go to, and what can Higley hope for here?
Higley can hope to get their offense back on the field really quickly, but you gotta control talent on net first. You gotta try to take away their best player.
So Brady takes the straight snap from the center and gets wrapped up on that play action pass. Caught by number 40, the tight end, Sterling Stapley. Unfortunately for Higley, that clock just keeps on ticking. And once again, we'll see Brady Goodman under center. We've seen plenty of that tonight. This time he'll hand it off to Bodley, who's met in the backfield for a loss of 2. Good play by Higley there, exactly what they were looking for.
Great play by Higley to get into the backfield there. I mean, it was immediate pressure off the outside, send more guys in the offensive line to handle. And now this sets up another third down. And honestly, 3rd and 3, you could QB sneak and get a first down if this is how this game's been going.
And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm a little cold in Arizona.
I'm cold too.
So Brady Goodman will take the quick under center snap. He's going to back it up a little bit, let Coach Litton call the play. So Goodman under center with his running back literally right next to him. And those QB sneak it, and he's going to move that pile for about 7 or 8 yards on a 3rd and 3.
Tush push. Lethal.
Yeah, I mean, called it right. I mean, it's a QB sneak on 3rd and 3. That's how
And
dominant
it's
it is.
getting 7 yards.
I mean, if they wanted to, think about this. They could QB sneak it down the entire field.
I mean, from what I'm seeing from Brady Goodman so far, absolutely. As this time he'll take it from the gun and his running back behind him. 2 receivers out right, no one out left. As he's talking to his running back here, and he's going to hop under center on this play. He's going to hand off to Bodley once again, and Bodley sees a hole, and he cuts up field, and he's going to cut all the way up field, and just tackled, almost broke away there. Nice run for Coy Bodley.
Well, great job. Stutter step right into the middle of the field. He got past the first line defense. Stutter step in the middle, cut it outside to the right, and see the explosiveness there take over.
Absolutely. So we'll see another red zone opportunity here for the Toros. And frankly, it's been unstoppable all game because of the simple fact of Brady Goodman 6'4" and can run.
Brady Goodman can do a whole lot.
So we'll see Goodman here in the gun. He's running back to his left. He's going to hand off to Bodley once again, who makes one defender miss, but wrapped up by the next, loss of 1.
That's how you respond if you're Higley. Big run given up, come back the other way.
Stop short in the backfield.
Come back the other way and able to make a big stop.
Good field position. So Toros with a 2nd and long.
So we'll bring up a 2nd and long for the Toros. If you're Higley, this is exactly where you want him. You just got to make sure to look out for where is Arnett, and frankly, where's Brady Goodman taking this ball if he runs with it. So Brady Goodman will fake the handoff. He's going to roll left. He's going to look left, and he's going to hit Arnett on the play. Gets spun down there, good for about 5 or 6 yards, but there's a flag on the far side. See what the call is here.
Right side.
Looks like an eligible man downfield, possibly.
Yes, the Toros. Legal man downfield.
Yep. So that'll bring that play back, and we'll replay the 2nd down here.
Hey, Sebastian, as soon as I hear flag on the play and I cut. Well, that's a bit of a backbreaker for Mountain View. You're moving the ball right, but how this offense has been going, I mean, nonetheless, it's been a fast-moving pace, so they should be able to get this one back here.
And they're bleeding that clock like we mentioned earlier, so it brings up a long 2nd down, though. See what Goodman has in his bag here. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to look deep. He's going to throw it deep, and Arnett just out of the reach. A little too far. Arnett couldn't ultimately come down.
Some of that Mountain View sideline asked for pass interference. I mean, there was a good amount of contact there, but I think that's a no call. It would have been good no call.
Just uncatchable, I think.
Well, it was just good defense as a whole.
So to bring up a long 3rd down for the Toros, exactly what the Knights were looking for, but be careful. Brady Goodman can make things happen. So Goodman will fake the handoff, and he will hand it off to Bodley, and Bodley will get good yards out of it, good for about maybe 9 yards on the play, and that clock will keep on ticking. We'll see if they bring up the field goal unit. I believe, yes, they are.
I'm not sure if. Okay, yeah, I was wondering if they were trying to set up an easier 4th down or there's some kick a field goal. But after you saw the great extra point finally go through and gain confidence last time around.
But if you're Higley, it's all right because at the end of the day, you need to get your 2-point conversions. If they make this, it's still a 2-point game, or excuse me, 2-score game.
Yes, it is. But this is an ask for a high school kicker. I mean.
I saw a 55-yarder attempted last week. Nothing will.
Did he make it?
No, but
Exactly.
but he attempted it, so it was certainly something. So as the kick will go underway in just a moment, John Gerard, and it is
good.
Through the uprights. What a kick, John Gerard. There you go. So 16-0 lead practically at the end of the first half here.
It's getting a little tense if you're the Higley offense. 47 seconds to work here. not a lot of time, but you need to just find some footing before this first half ends if you are the Knights. And nonetheless, a great kick from Mountain View. I was going to say right before he kicked it, just because you watch Brandon Aubrey kick in the NFL doesn't mean you are Brandon Aubrey.
That man's doing special things.
He may be the best player in Dallas, to be honest with you. They did have a really good player before the season started that they
What
traded
was his
away.
name?
I don't know.
It's
He plays them this weekend.
Yes, he does. Back in Jerry's world, Michael Parsons.
But nonetheless, great kick. Still 2-possession game, though, so Higley, anything, score here, get right back in this game.
And if you're Higley, man, you'd love to just go get 3 here. You'd love a touchdown, of course, but just want to get some points on the field.
You'd love to see some fluidity as well.
So as the kick is underway, and he blasted to the left pylon, and it is caught and fair caught. I mean, there's been no chance for returns, as some parents aren't too happy out here in the stands.
19 start, first and 10 at the 20.
Reggie, we're going to stay on you. Just zoom out a little bit to get that whole huddle. Good shot. Yeah, stick with the coaches.
All right, so Higley, let's get this offense going if you're Higley. Well, actually, at 47 seconds, what are they really? This first play is going to really set the tone of what they're trying to do.
Absolutely.
They have three timeouts, so it's going to set the tone of what they're trying to do here.
QB in the gun. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to look deep. He's going to not have his first read, but he's just going to take off. He's ultimately going to keep the ball, and he's good for about 5 yards on the play. Timeout.
A little bit surprising there. They're trying to get to the sideline, stop the clock, but force Higley to burn a timeout.
Had no one downfield.
Yeah, Higley's offense has kind of been able to fluctuate with their deep passes. That's what they've really gone to when they've been passing. So might as well try something. Try to get across the 50 here, but nothing open downfield. Mountain View's expecting it.
Brings up the question on a 2nd and 4, though. How does Mountain View handle those timeouts to end the half? Obviously, 36 seconds left to go in this half. And man, if you're the Knights, you need something to just build that momentum going into half.
And you kind of want the momentum too, because if I believe Higley does get the ball at the start of the second half as well, so you can double dip here if you are the Knights.
Whose halftime speech is greater, Coach Zuby or Coach Dillingham?
Coach Zuby, because his team needs it more right now.
Sun Devils are in need, though.
ASU's a second half team, so down 3, they're right in this game.
If only we could make our kicks. So as we have 36 seconds left in this half, man, Arnett we've seen plenty of, Goodman we've seen plenty of. Haven't seen a lot of Galaviz. Seen plenty of Coy Bodley. And we've seen a hard, stout defense by Mountain View.
You know who I've been super impressed by is Gerard. I mean, it's crazy. We're talking about, the punter/kicker, but he's been so good for Mountain
absolutely.
View. And he's one of the main reasons they've
every drive starting at the 25.
Back and also drilling the field goal.
Absolutely.
I think he's just been super impressive, so I want to give a little bit of a shout out to Gerard.
So it looks like they'll just hand it off here and try and get to the sidelines, but I think he'll be tackled in bounds with the flag on the 2 flags on the play. See what the call is here by the refs. I think you tend to see these in the middle of the pile be face mask, and I think the ref just signaled face mask, waiting on the call.
This.
So a little life here for Higley with a face mask by Mountain View there. It'll move the ball up 15 yards, right around the 45-yard line, and 30 seconds left, 2 timeouts. That was a big penalty.
Kind of one thing you couldn't have there for Mountain View. You play good football all day. That's kind of a back.
QB's going to look deep. Oh, just in and out of the hands of his receiver and then in and out of the hands of the Mountain View defender. Lucky not to get picked off there, but also as 2 and 21 came together on that. Both had their hands on it, but ultimately no one could come down with it.
I mean, that's a play that both of them should have made there, but man, for Higley, that would have been something they really needed to get across the 50 here with 21 seconds left. Nonetheless, Mountain View will take it.
Says we get an injury timeout on the play.
You had a perfect shot to stay out of it, so you didn't have to worry about him.
How's it looking over in the college football world, Matthew?
I don't know. Virginia just knocked off number 8 Florida State.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
wow, that's for sure.
Florida State back to its roots, huh?
Back to its roots of last year.
Yeah, excuse me. They're a good program.
One of the most legendary programs, but yeah,
Last year sure wasn't pretty.
Virginia is a good team. Virginia's a very good team at home. That's
Tough place to play, absolutely.
That's why you saw the line as small as it was.
I believe they start their ACC play 1-0, and Florida State moves to 0-1. But
nonetheless, we got something important going on here.
Nonetheless, Higley takes the field on a second down, and they're going to hand off the ball here. I don't love that play call on that play, but they'll get the quick timeout. It'll force the third down, and still time to work. Just don't love the play call there.
A bit conservative there. Parents to my right are getting a little fed up with it.
Well, I know. It's just tough, Your quarterback almost threw a great completion on the last play, but he also almost threw an interception on the last play. So it seems like they're just going to go for a soft approach here, and we'll see what Higley does on this 3rd and long.
And you burn a timeout immediately, too. I mean, they have one left, but they're not even across the 50 yet. 16 seconds. It's mainly just going to be one, big yardage, try to get play here.
One, go ahead, reset.
So Higley will come back onto the field here with Mountain View looking to get a stop on this 3rd and 8. Higley, I don't know what the play call here is. Do you run out the half, or are you looking for a shot deep with 3 receivers out right, 1 to the left, 1 in the running back in the backfield? Quarterback will roll right. He's going to look right. He's going to get away from the pressure, and he's going to sling it downfield, and is it?
Incomplete.
Incomplete on the play. Unfortunate, as that'll probably do it here for the half.
That was a great play call, though, from Higley. It was a great call from Higley. They went 3 wide, almost looked like a Hail Mary. They get such off coverage there from Mountain View that they're able to bring a receiver back and bring him wide open. That ball's caught. They're well in field goal range. But nonetheless,
bring out the punting unit.
Not a good throw.
Felt like a quick first half there, Matthew.
Yeah, it's been a lot of running the ball, right? When Mountain View's had the ball, it's just been
not a lot of incompletes, and
smash mouth, run down your throat, long methodical drives. Oh my goodness.
So the punt is away. Both teams have got a great job in making sure these punts aren't blocked, as that kick will roll into the back of the end zone with 1 second on the clock. Leave enough time for Mountain View to take the field and just kneel this thing out. You go into the half of 16-0. Got to feel good if you're a Toro.
Yeah, you do. You've held a potent Higley offense to 0 points. I mean, the offense has looked better this week for Mountain View. It's looked more fluid, and the defense is just and to be honest, the defense actually played a really good game against Basha last week, the Mountain View defense, and they've carried that right over to an outstanding first half against Higley.
Both these teams have played some of the premier opponents in Arizona. Obviously, Higley coming out with 3 wins into this game, and Mountain View only 2. But nonetheless, Mountain View leads going into half 16-0. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second half.
I'm Marla Mundo with the Varsity Sports Show. Last week, Clayton Kershaw announced his decision to retire at the end of the 2025 MLB season. Kershaw is arguably one of the best starting pitchers in Dodgers history, alongside Don Drysdale and Sandy Koufax. He is the longest tenured Dodger ever, as he's played since his debut in 2008. Kershaw was drafted 7th overall in the 2006 MLB draft, where he went on to play for the Dodgers farming system for just 1 season.
On the mound at Dodger Stadium, and he strikes out Rafael Devers.
Kershaw has won 222 games in 18 seasons. His win-loss percentage is .698, the highest among pitchers all time with 300 or more starts. He is one of 3 active players to have won over 200 games. With over 3,000 strikeouts, Kershaw is just the 20th pitcher to reach the mark, with over the 4th lefty to do so. Kershaw is only behind Holt Wilhelm and lowest career ERA in the live ball era. Kershaw is a two-time World Series champion, with wins in 2020 and most recently 2024. He is an 11-time All-Star and a 3-time Cy Young Award winner. He was the 2011 Triple Crown winner, meaning he led the league in wins, strikeouts, and ERA. That same year, he won the Golden Glove for Best Fielder.
A curveball kisses the sky.
Kershaw pitched a no-hitter on June 18, 2014, the 22nd Dodger to do so. Kershaw is likely to enter the Hall of Fame as a first-ballot candidate. Kershaw has been so consistent and such a successful pitcher in this new era of high-powered offenses. I'm Marlon Mundo with the Varsity Sports Show, signing out.
What's up, everybody? My name is Antonio Gutierrez here with the Varsity Sports Show, giving you guys a player spotlight tonight. This spotlight will be featuring 3-star wide receiver from Brophy College Prep, Devin Fitzgerald, son of NFL legend Larry Fitzgerald. In the Broncos' most recent game against the Hamilton Huskies on September 19th, Devin really showed out. The senior Notre Dame commit shined against the Huskies, who have one of the best defenses in the state, tallying career highs with 14 receptions, which ties a Brophy school record, to go along with 234 receiving yards, which breaks the school record. To go along with breaking records, Fitzgerald also found the end zone 3 times. The first one, displaying his top-notch breakaway speed.
Takes a snap, immediately throws it out to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gets a breaks at tackle. He's up the field to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, and he's in for a touchdown for the Broncos.
Devin Fitzgerald's next-level field awareness also helped him find the end zone, displayed in his second touchdown of the night, making the defender miss with a filthy move in the open field.
One on the right, running back on the left side of the quarterback, and Basha takes a snap, throws it directly to Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald is in for the touchdown.
Yeah, number 2 for Devin Fitzgerald. And just like his father Larry, Devin has some of the surest hands on the football field at all times, giving his quarterback Case Vandenbosch the utmost confidence throwing it his way.
Left, Basha takes the snap, drops back, throws it up, once again to Fitzgerald, and he's in for another touchdown. Wow, what a game for Devin Fitzgerald.
The highly touted recruit is looking to continue his so far great senior campaign with the Broncos, and is looking for his first 1,000-yard receiving season. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Antonio Gutierrez.
Hot and a little bit humid, but nothing was going to stop Glendale on a night like this. Glendale found ways to play as a team all night, whether it was through tactics and set pieces, or just simply belief it was very special. And for Coach Jeff Perry, it was another game where he was able to develop his players and to witness the fruits of his players' labor as they took the field by storm tonight.
A beautiful Tuesday night here in the Valley in a heated men's soccer matchup between Chandler Gilbert Community College and Glendale Community College. This is a game that both teams really want to win, but for Glendale Community College and their head coach Jeff Perry, it's more than just a soccer game tonight. It's not just about also developing his players as soccer players, but it's also about developing them as students and as men. Over 30 years of past coaching experience, you coached in the USCIC, of course. I was wondering, what are maybe some past things you've taken from your past experience to come back and apply to this team?
Just the sense of discipline, the way we train, the way we go about our business on a day-to-day, holding kids accountable, making sure they want to be students first and also athletes. But I've used that at every level I've gone to. We have really good kids on the men and women's side, so we feel very good about the quality kid that we have coming in, and that translates to the field for us.
And then also, I was wondering on top of that, when you first took this job, what was some of your main goals that you kind of maybe wrote down or had in your head to achieve with this team?
For us, it's establishing the right culture. So a culture of, basically kids that play for each other, kids that show up on time to practice.
Would you say kind of developing these young adults as students is just as important, and as humans just as important as maybe soccer players?
For us, maybe even more important. So for us, how we treat each other on the field is a big deal to me. How we talk to the referees is a big deal to me. Those are things that they can take with them the rest of their life. So those are things for us that are important. We're not angels, but also we're also trying to do things the right way. We want to represent the school correctly, and do things with them the right way.
And last one from me, Coach. When you get to practice every day, it could be a game, it could be practice, what is maybe the one thing you look forward to the most when connecting with this team?
I just like the kids, the quality of the kid that we have. They're good humans. A lot of these kids work jobs during the day. They go to school. That's what I did when I grew up, when I played in community college back in the 80s. And so for me, I see a lot of myself in these guys. They work jobs, then they go to school, then they come to practice. Those are long days. I respect it and I admire it, and that is a big makeup of a lot of the guys we have on this team.
Thank you so much, Coach. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Coach Perry takes a lot of pride in making sure that his guys are well, his guys are rested, and his guys can play very good every single day. It's been a great season so far. They came out, they beat the Coyotes by a final score of 4-1, and they're on to the next one. Matthew McCord, JMC 331.
I'm Gregory Graves with the Varsity Sports Show. Today we'll be highlighting some of the premier NFL athletes that played high school football in Arizona.
Arizona has become a quiet powerhouse in producing NFL talent, and it all starts here in Arizona at the high school level. Denzel Burke from Segura High School in Scottsdale, who won a national championship with the Ohio State Buckeyes, was drafted by the Arizona Cardinals in 2025, returning home to play pro. Corona del Sol's Ricky Pearsall became a first-round pick for the 49ers in 2024 after making noise as a standout wide receiver at the University of Florida and currently in the midst of a breakout season. In Tucson at Marion High School, Jordan Morgan made history as a first-round pick to the Green Bay Packers, one of the highest drafted linemen from Arizona in many years. Spencer Rattler, a former star at Pinnacle High School, was drafted by the New Orleans Saints, fulfilling big high school expectations, and he's now slowly becoming a formidable starter early in his career. Keely Ringo, a blazing fast cornerback from Segura High School, helped clinch a national title at Georgia before being drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles and to go on to win a Super Bowl. He is quickly establishing himself as a lockdown defender in the National Football League. And last but certainly not least is South Point Catholic's very own Bijan Robinson. Arguably the best player to come out of Arizona yet, and he was just a top 10 pick by the Atlanta Falcons and is slowly becoming one of the league's best overall players in just 2 years of football.
These NFL stars started right here under Arizona's Friday Night Lights. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Gregory Graves.
Hi, I'm Abigail Hardy, and I'm an intern here at the Varsity Sports Show. I want to pause your content of football, and I want to transition it over to volleyball. Over in Mesa, Arizona, at Mountain View High School, focusing on their boys volleyball team. I want to show you that they show leadership and teamwork on the practice courts to the game time. I want to introduce setter and opposite hitter Bridger Bryan as he tells us why Toro volleyball is important to him.
Relationships I've made over the past 4 years and just the friendships I built, and I also love our coach as well. And it's a competitive community too. So
Bridger Bryan was a part of the class of 2025. Throughout his time at Mountain View, he was a part of beach and court volleyball. In the off-season of court volleyball, there has been a recent change in adding beach volleyball to high school programs. A huge congratulations to the boys beach volleyball program on winning the emerging sport of beach volleyball state championship. A handful of players who are playing court also play beach if they don't have a club team they play for in the off-season.
Just put our head down and work type team, just have to earn everything that we've kind of gotten. I don't know, just nothing's been given to us almost.
The highlight clips you are seeing are from April 1st. At this game, head coach Kevin Powell reached his 300th win with the Toros. Creating a very promising season with good teamwork and great leadership, the Toros fell short in the first round of playoffs against Williamsfield, losing 3-1 in a best-of-5 set. To end on a good note, graduated senior Maddox Williams got the chance to represent Team USA at the Caribbean Boys Beach U18 Championship, and Williams and his partner brought home gold. Stay tuned for the spring semester to see Mountain View Boys Volleyball. I'm Abigail Hardy with the Varsity Sports Show. MLB canceled its London series due to scheduling conflicts. This is Riley Hartman reporting for Varsity Sports. Major League Baseball has been playing in London since 2019, when the Yankees ended up going home with 2 wins against the Boston Red Sox. This series marked the first time the MLB has played a regular season game in Europe, and it featured one of the best rivalries in sports. Within the combination of these games, the teams scored a total of 50 runs, which is the most scored ever in history between this rivalry. In 2020, the Cardinals and Cubs were scheduled to play in London as well, but their series was canceled due to COVID. In 2023, these games are rescheduled, and in 2024, the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies made their way to the UK as well. The commissioner of Major League Baseball, Rob Manfred, stated how he plans on expanding MLB's presence in Europe, saying that we think London is an important jumping off point for us. He wants to grow baseball internationally and introduce it to new fans. However, MLB has canceled its London series for 2026 due to issues regarding scheduling with West Ham's London Stadium. They've deemed it unrealistic to convert the soccer field into a baseball field during the time frame that they're available, since West Ham's final Premier League matchup of the season is scheduled 20 days prior to this event. In order to build a baseball field inside of the West Ham London Stadium, they would need about 142,000 square feet of turf, which would be installed on top of the existing soccer pitch. This is Riley Hartman reporting for Varsity Sports.
Hello folks, J.R. Lambright here, from a place where a sport is more than a game. It's a sacred season. For many towns across East Texas, the homecoming celebration is a tangible expression of community pride and time-honored rituals.
It is the ultimate gathering, a reunion woven into the fabric of the community, where generations return to the stadium bleachers they once sat upon. This is a story about the spirit that lives beyond the scoreboard. Scholarly analysis defines high school football as a major community ritual that serves to socialize young people and bring entire towns together. This is nowhere more apparent than during homecoming week. The town transforms into a festive canvas of spirited banners, storefront displays, while the iconic parades with their elaborate floats bring everyone from the mayor to the youngest cheerleaders out to celebrate. This powerful phenomenon, more than any metaphor, becomes a moment to reconnect with old friends and share stories under the Friday night lights. Homecoming isn't just a game, it's a testament to the enduring bonds of a community.
Hi, my name is Heaven Cook, and I'm here reporting live for Varsity Sports. Today, we're going to be talking about A'ja Wilson, her MVP route, and her playoff permit. When you talk about dominance in the WNBA right now, A'ja Wilson stands out, and she's the first person that comes to mind. She has proven herself that she is currently the most dominant and best player in the league. She just won her 4th straight MVP award, making her the first female to ever do so in the WNBA. Now, let's talk about the playoffs right now. The Las Vegas Aces, aka the team she plays for, they finished as the 2nd seed. Wilson, she wasted no time entering that first round series against the Seattle Storm, where she averaged 26 points, around 10 rebounds, and over 2 blocks. Now, if that isn't impressive within the first round, I don't know what is. Wilson is currently in the semifinals against the Indiana Fever. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to watching that game, or just even seeing the highlights with that. Now, to end it off, I would say with A'ja showing she's not only chasing wins, she's also building a dynasty and a legacy around her for all young women or young little girls to aspire a dream that they might want to pursue or feel like they don't have the confidence to. And that's something that I really do love about A'ja, and I feel like she's making a huge difference in this community. And I can't wait to see what the next 5 to 10 years is going to bring her and the WNBA. Alright guys, that's my segment for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
This is Manav Gupta with the Varsity Sports Show from Houston, Texas, and my halftime report for this week is focusing on a pair of freshman safeties on the Arizona State football team who are from the Houston area. First up is Joseph Smith, number 22 on the Sun Devils, who now plays corner. Smith is from Spring, about 45 minutes from Houston, and went to the Legacy School. That is in fact the same school where one of the top quarterback prospects for 2026, Keyshawn Henderson, is playing for. The 6', 180-pound athlete was the 3rd highest commit in 2025 for Arizona State and the first defensive player to commit as he enrolled in January. Known for his athleticism and ball hawk skills, Smith is a top 75 prospect out of Texas and was the 33rd ranked safety in the country who can also be used in the return game. The Sun Devils also have Xavier Scoron from Texas City High School, also about 45 minutes from Houston. This 3-star recruit has a 6'4" wingspan that gives him versatility in the field. He's known to be a big hitter and is ranked in the top 75 safeties in the country coming in. The 6', 185-pound safety also ran track during high school and was ranked 8th on the 2025 recruit list for Arizona State. The Sun Devils will look to take advantage of a strong Houston secondary. This is Mana Gupta from Houston.
All right, everybody. Hello. I'm here to give you a halftime report. Right now, Mountain View is putting on a show. So far, the score is 0-16. Their QB1, Brady Goodman, oh my goodness, he scored their last 2 touchdowns. Right now, the Knights are struggling a little bit to put some numbers on the board, but hopefully we're able to see a change. But as far as Mountain View right now, they're pretty much unstoppable, and of course, they had a magnificent interception by Parker Foster, which gave them a lot of momentum to move them up into the end zone. Now, let's see what happens in the second half, and let's see if the Knights can make something shake. I'm Heaven Cook reporting live.
Thank you, Heaven, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half coverage of this Varsity Sports Show high school football game out in Gilbert, Arizona. And, of course, if you're just tuning in, we got Higley taking on Mountain View, the Toros versus the Knights. And early in that first half, man, just pure dominance from the Toros, pure dominance from Brady Goodman. Honestly, great to see. I remember my week 1 viewing of this team was against Liberty High School, so take it with a grain of salt. But it didn't match up to the numbers I had been seeing on the stat sheet. So seeing Brady out there tonight, not just be dominant throwing the football, not just be dominant leading his team, but just dominant in the run game, which is just something you don't always see at this level, let alone a QB sneak tush push. So Matthew, I mean, any thoughts? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that their defense has been spectacular. I mean,
Shutout.
Taylor Arnett has done his stuff on offense. Brady Goodman has just been, you see why he's committed to Utah State.
It's what they do.
It's what they do, but this defense on Mountain View, which came off a good week against Basha, was definitely not the reason they dropped that game. It has been lights out from them. Even when they've given up a few big yardage plays, they've hunkered down and been able to give up nothing.
And I think for Coach Litton and his squad, I mean, like you mentioned last week, Basha, I mentioned week 1 Liberty. I mean, 1-2 in the state. You know, sometimes you want to measure yourself against the best teams, but you can also learn something from them early in the season, and that's exactly what Mountain View is doing here tonight.
It's exactly what they're doing, and that's a good test for Mountain View. It's a good game to kind of brush off that Basha loss as well. So if they can hold on, that is.
Higley Athletics would like to thank Sneaky Bird Restaurant.
And so as that buzzer sounds right about now, we get ready for the second half to be underway. A quick first half, so a lot of running plays, a couple deep shots here and there, but you know, if I'm Higley, the last thing I want is Mountain View starting with the football. But beggars cannot be choosers, and that is exactly what will be happening as Mountain View will await this opening second half kickoff. Our Sun Devils out in Tempe, Arizona are currently in a close one. Big game out in Tempe, but big game out here. So the kick is underway. It's going to be caught and taken back by Mountain View, and he's going to find a room to run, and he gets through a couple defenders, plenty of room to run, just the kicker to beat, gets by the kicker, and what a return there by Zachary Galaviz. I've been waiting for his name all night, and he makes an impact play straight out of the half.
There he is, Galaviz, on special teams. We've talked about Mountain View special teams all night, right? It's been so special so far.
As we take a look back at that return by Galaviz, as you can see, he got through that first wave of defenders, made a couple miss.
That's all Galaviz.
And then ultimately, it was just him and the kicker on the sideline, and eventually the defense catches up.
The second half of that run was all Galaviz. Great job to split the defenders there.
So we'll open this drive with Brady under center by himself, and he hands off to Arnett, and he's going to take it off himself. He's going to fake to Arnett, and Brady Goodman's gone down the sideline. Touchdown, Toros for his 3rd touchdown of the night. Make it a hat trick on the ground. Brady Goodman is doing whatever he wants out there.
Brady Goodman, are you serious? This kid is something special. Wow,
Are you serious?
That was he. I don't know. I don't have words. I mean, he's doing whatever he wants tonight, and immediately just like that, it's a 3-possession game.
I mean, we were talking about how great he is at throwing the football, the numbers he put up last year with Arnett, but man, those RPO running plays, whatever you want to call it, QB design draws, are killing Higley so far.
Well, I mean, you wanted a fast start to the second half. Mountain View's gotten it. Right,
Quite possibly the worst start for Higley, but I think the fans in this section are well aware of us being here. That's for sure, as we're probably the only ones cheering on that Brady Goodman touchdown. But nonetheless, beautiful run, beautiful start, and Toros 23-0 lead. As we take a look back at that run by Goodman, we saw he faked the handoff and just quicker, faster, more athletic, got to the edge and
But also,
got in the back of the end zone.
it was the complete running lanes opened by the offensive line there. Absolute no inward pressure from Higley whatsoever. It makes it so easy for a guy like Goodman to just make his way down the field.
So if you're the Knights, if you want any hope in this football game, you have to come out with your first drive of the second half and just compete, you know?
Well,
They're just getting outmatched. They're getting out physical.
they know that a lot of the topic in a halftime had to have been about this offense. So let's see how
Absolutely.
they can respond. I mean, it's not their fault. They haven't taken the field yet. We've yet to see what they can do in the second half. They could come out as a completely new team. So
So as we await kickoff by your player of the game so far, John Gerard, the kicker.
yes, my favorite player.
But man, what Brady's been able to do on the ground has been sensational, as the kick is just a line drive to the left corner, and it's going to be caught. Higley's first chance to return one here, and he gets through the first wave, but unable to break to that second level, and it's tackled right around the 30-yard line. So farther than the fair catch would have been.
Well, Higley needs to get going now. I know it's a 3-possession game, but how this game is tailed,
Stay on Higley. Stay on Higley.
you gotta be able to
Follow him out. Follow him out.
you got to be able to make your way through and be able to score here on this drive.
And for number 15, Gunner, I mean, it hasn't been the prettiest football game, but you're the signal caller. You got to make things happen, and big time players make big time plays. So the handoff here, and he's gone down the sideline, showing plenty of burst, and he makes one miss, and he couldn't get by the safety. Nice carry there. Beautiful start to the half for number 26, Jaden Hall. Excuse me, Braxton Gaines on the carry. Jaden Hall on the tackle.
Exactly what Higley needed right out of the stride. Let's get the ball moving. Now, remember, when they've gotten past the 50, it's been a bit of a struggle for them, but let's see what happens here.
He's going to hand it off again, and just no room to run there like the last play. Unfortunate for Higley. So once again here, the Higley offense in a good position on the field. We'll see if it translates to anything, as the quarterback is in gun with a running back, fakes the handoff, hits his receiver on a quick pass. Just absolutely nowhere to run for 84.
Wide receiver screen complete to Landon.
The Toros have just absolutely swallowed anything up that comes their way, and just great tackling out there with the catch by Landon Banks on the play.
And we've just said, right? Right when Higley gets past the 50, they've stalled out, and here we are past the 50, and it's immediately 3rd and 8.
So it brings up a 3rd and long once again. He's going to motion one receiver back inside. He's going to look right. He's going to throw right, and he's going to have his guy, but it went through the hands of 21 for Mountain View. And that was Myron Christensen with the big stop there. One of the names I circled on my play sheet, certainly prior to this football game. So it looks like Higley will send back out the punting unit, and the Toros will look to receive the ball, and we'll see what kind of approach the Toros take here, Matthew. I mean, at some point, it comes down to a clock game, and Toros could truly, truly bleed this thing out if they, obviously only 10 minutes to go in the third, as we have some mishaps up in the booth. My apologies, RJ. And a nice run on the fake punt. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I missed that play, but
Paper's blowing everywhere up here.
Sorry, RJ.
But nonetheless, a fake punt that works out for Higley and gets him a big first down to keep this drive alive. Much needed. Oh my goodness.
This is my roster
That
sheets
is
have
that
gone
is that is
everywhere.
some guts from Zuby to call that there. Now they got to take advantage of it.
Yeah, so now they got the first down. That was absolutely massive for Higley. They're going to fake the handoff to their running back. QB's going to look deep, doesn't see anything initially, and he throws one to the sideline, and a nice catch by number 2, John Asaro. And this Higley offense has some life to it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it does. It's great what a fake punt can do for an entire offense. So
Looks like the refs will slow down this tempo offense of the Knights. See what the call is. Exact type of drive the Knights are looking for. Regardless of what's going on the other side of the ball, your offense, you want to make sure things are still rolling in the right direction. So here we go with the quarterback in the gun. He is going to hand it off this time once again to number 26 and just absolutely eating up. Brings up a second down. Braxton Gaines, unfortunately, cannot get the gains on that play.
good job by Mountain View there as well to come right back off. Two plays that kind of got them out of position there. Way to get back to what you know, and that's been stopping the run today, right?
Absolutely.
It was a good run on the first play of this drive for Higley, but
Just
overall,
doing a great job of swarming the football.
The run game has not been tremendous, so good job swarming there if you're Mountain View.
As it brings up a second down, and he's going to run out right. He's going to see no one. He's just going to take it out of bounds, bring up a third, and essentially no gain on that play. So a 3rd and 8 once again.
Brings up 3rd down.
For all our viewers at home also tuned into the Sun Devil football. Big one out in Tempe. As Higley looks to get the crowd in it a little bit. Get some life here in the fans.
I'll tell you what just got a bit of life into me. I just got a whiff of someone eating Chick-fil-A somewhere, and I just smelt it, and oh my goodness, my mouth started watering.
We walked by those food trucks earlier. It was not a great idea.
Oh, I can smell it again.
As my stomach is producing some sort of thing called hungriness here, Matthew. But Higley is pretty hungry for a touchdown. They'd love to get one here, and
let's make it a game, right?
I'd love to get a Chick-fil-A.
I'm so distracted. Let's make it a game, right? Let's make it a game if you're Higley. Yeah, this is huge.
A lot going on.
3rd and 14, though, you're kind of really.
I don't love it.
You're not putting yourself in a good spot.
No, you're not.
Especially when the deep passing game has not been overall that successful as of late. So since really their first play, so they need to be able to find something here and find it quick. Because I don't know if they'd want to kick.
So, serious question here for you, Matthew. On your Chick-fil-A sandwich, do you keep the pickles or take them off?
I keep them. I get the deluxe. I get everything.
Oh, okay. I add Colby Jack, no pickle.
I love pickles. I eat pickles just by themselves. So.
Okay. So you're
all right.
So you're one of them.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
All right. We bring up a 3rd and 14 for Higley. Big play here. Quarterback in the gun. 2 receivers out to his left. 2 out right. He's going to drop back. He's going to look left. He's not going to like what he sees, and he just gets blown up. Sack on the play by number 7, Preston Patterson, in on that sack. I believe his 2nd of the game.
Well, that doesn't help as well because that just sends Higley straight out of field goal range, even if they are thinking about trying to score points. And a 4th and 21, they're keeping the offense on the field.
Yeah, I mean.
You have to. You're not going to punt it from here.
Yeah, it gets to some points. What are you going to do, huh?
And you're not going to kick a field goal from here, so you're kind of stuck in the middle. You might as well just go for it.
So here we go. 2 receivers out left, 2 out right. This ball is most definitely going downfield. The quarterback will look left. He's going to unleash left, and he has a guy, and it's picked off by Mountain View. And he's going to run this one. My goodness, look at the speed on that DB. He's going to cut it upfield, and he's going to get tackled with a flag on the play. Brought back to the 40. I mean, it's a long punt with a nice return.
It's going to really depend on what the flag is here.
Right, absolutely.
Because if this is a block in the back, you almost would have been better off just having it be an incomplete pass.
And it looks like it's going to be on Higley.
It was on Higley, so this is a huge net gain for them.
So it just moves the ball even closer to that end zone for Mountain View, where sideline infringement on that play. It's interesting. You don't see that one too often against Higley, right? So now,
Okay.
as we take a look back to that interception on 4th and 21, quarterback had his guy, just underthrew it into some triple coverage, and would have liked to see more better tackling on that play. But Boyle once again will take the run, and he cuts upfield for about 6 or 7 yards, and nice carry there by Bodley, excuse me.
Chunk yardage early in the second half for I almost said Red Mountain, for Mountain View on the ground. I mean, they're just going to keep going with it. Why not? I mean, Higley has not stood a chance here on the ground thus far defensively.
So see what the Toros dial up on a 2nd and 4. We've seen plenty of Brady Goodman. We've seen plenty of Talon Arnett. We've seen plenty of Coy Bodley. And they're going to hand it off once again to Bodley, and he's going to get the first down on the play. First down, Toros.
It's as simple as 1, 2, 3 for this offense right now. It's just a lot of the running game. So, and you know what? All this running game is going to open the passing game at some point for Goodman to take a strike downfield to Arnett as well.
If they even choose to at this point in the game, you're leading 23-0. Don't do anything too crazy, but if you have it, you have it. As he's going to hand off to the running back once again, and Bodley's going to get to the outside, and he's going to get the edge in. Touchdown, Toros. Went untouched to the back of the end zone. We see a rushing touchdown not going the way of Brady Goodman. This time to Coy Bodley with the nice run. Got to the outside on that stretch play, and man, about to load a 30-0 game for the Toros out here.
Well, I mean, it's been nothing but explosive plays on the ground for Higley. They've run a total of, 5 plays since the start of the second half. All runs, 2 touchdowns. I mean, this has been...
Talk about walking your trap, take over your trap.
Also, defensively, they got with the fake punt, but then set up a fourth and got a pick, right? So,
yeah, I mean, it's hard. I know it's 30-0, but Higley's had some good drives, just not great endings as the kick is up and through. 30-0 Toros, and comfortably sitting in front in this game. As we take a look on that run by number 8. And as you can see, he just got through that first level of defenders and just bounced it outside and went untouched, flashed some of that speed to the end zone. And yeah, Matthew, I mean, unfortunate for Higley.
Higley reset, right? I mean, once again, the offense got past the 50 last possession, stalled out. It's about resetting here. It's about making sure that you can. They need to take something positive into this. They need to get going right now. I mean, if you want to try to make a game for this, because we're 5 points away from this being a running clock. So.
Well, it's interesting when you take a look at Higley and how they've played football this year. Obviously, they've played 4 games, and 3 of those opponents they've held to under 13 points. The only one being Pinnacle, who scored a plethora of points, and that can be expected in games like that. But Mountain View has come into Gilbert, Arizona tonight and just completely drained the life out of this crowd.
We are really in Southern Gilbert. It is, I think, country night here at Higley. Everyone's wearing cowboy boots and stuff. It really does feel like Queen Creek, and we are right next to Queen Creek.
Oh. Nice return there by Higley. There's get some juice back in. And we're going to cut down to our field correspondent for a quick halftime report. Or excuse me.
All right. Now, I'm not sure if we're watching the same game, but right now, Mountain View is keeping their foot on the gas. They are unstoppable right now. Brady Goodman came out the gate within that second half, scoring that touchdown, his 3rd touchdown of the game, might I include. And just now, Coy Bodley, I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, he just caught an interception and just went straight down for that touchdown. Right now, Mountain View seems to be unstoppable, and they are not letting up. Now, let's just see what happens along this quarter, but as of right now, the score is 0-30. All right, I'm having Cook reporting live. Let's go back to the people.
Thank you for that, Heaven. And yeah, as we saw in that last play, the Knights completed a nice conversion there. And again, they're in good territory, but we'd like to see them punch one in here. As the quarterback once again in the gun, he's going to motion out number 3 to his left, and he's going to hand it off. Sorry, I got a little excited there. I thought he's going to break. Thought he's going to break one. As Braxton gains with the gain of 4.
Yeah, so the passing attack back already for Higley. The deep ball worked out.
Excuse me, that was Aiden Sanchez on the carry.
For the first time genuinely since the first play of the game, they finally got this deep ball going again. It's good to see. So if you are...
A lot of motion going on. Same sort of motion on back-to-back plays. He's going to roll back, and he's just no room to run for his receiver. The Toros were all over that screenplay, and unfortunately, another 3rd and long here.
I actually loved the play call there. A screen pass, they haven't ran it all game, and it's just swallowed up. I mean, Mountain View's all over right now, and once again, we're at a point where they're past the 50 and they're in the 3rd and long. So they need this.
They certainly do. Quarterback will drop back. He's going to roll. He's going to keep rolling. He's going to spin around. He's going to finally launch it deep. Out of bounds. 4th down.
No doubt this is 4-down territory. They have to go for this, but it's kind of just been the same story. When they get past the 50, they get stuffed on 1st down. It sets up a bad 3 plays following it. But Higley, I mean, what to go to here? I mean, you maybe try to focus and go towards the deep ball again, because that's what worked on the first play of this drive. So,
absolutely.
I mean, we'll see. They need this really bad.
Big 4th down, here for Higley. Quarterback's going to look deep. He's just going to keep holding. He doesn't like what he sees. He's going to fire a strike into the zone and finally gets that 1st down into the red area. Nice throw. Way to just wait it out.
It's a good job from Turner. It's a good job
Catch
from Turner.
by 82,
It's a good job from Turner to make his way open there and realize that the quarterback didn't have anything to make his way open.
The handoff here to number 26, and he cuts up the hole and just no room to run past that.
26, Braxton gains off the left side for a nice gain up the middle.
Excuse me, my roster sheet here is wrong. That was Braxton Gaines on the carry, not Aiden Sanchez, who I mentioned earlier. Yes, I see where everything went wrong. My rosters got switched up here. So it'll bring up a 2nd down here for Higley.
Gunner takes it out. Setting up 3rd down.
And Matthew, this is an important drive for Higley, just off like vibes. I mean, they need this. They need to pick this up here.
Well, 3rd and 10, another 3rd and long. I mean, it's been a struggle for them to try to get this to at least like 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, but 3rd and 10, much needed. You're not kicking a field goal down 30 points.
Absolutely.
So you need this.
4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Higley trailing 30-0. He's going to roll to the screen pass out left and just, I mean, I don't know how many times these plays are getting blown up in the backfield. Just no room to get shifty, no room really for things to get weird.
Well, I was a fan of the halfback screen last time around. This time a bubble screen, not as much. I mean, that one was printed out for the defense right from the start. So, I mean.
So the offense will attempt a field goal here. And you got to, in some way, respect it and understand it. As the field goal kick is up and no good. Just not enough leg. Score remains 30-0, and that's a killer there.
Yeah, it's just, once again, they come away with no points after being past the 50. And I know I keep beating it like a drum, but they got to be able to finish these drives once they make their way. I mean, when they're in their own territory, they're moving the ball with ease, and they get past the 50, and they just look like a completely different team. It's something.
And if you're Mountain View, sticking to that bend but don't break has just been absolutely crucial. You can give up some yards, but don't give up the back end of the field, and that's exactly what they've done today.
Normally, bend don't break applies to you won't give up touchdowns, you give up a lot of field goals. They haven't given up a point. So they have really not broken.
So with 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd, it'll be interesting to see what Mountain View does. You know, they want to get some reps for their guy, or are they just gonna run this thing down and chew some clock and.
Well, they'll really be able to chew some clock if they score again. There'll be a running clock.
That's right.
Surprised they're throwing the ball.
He's going to throw the deep shot here, and it's up in the air. Enough time for the defender to make a play, and he certainly did. Interception. Just not the prettiest football from Brady Goodman. You would have liked to see that one come back. And once again, Higley's in good field position.
That one just looked a bit awkward coming out of Goodman's hands. He had so much time in the pocket, he almost didn't know what to do. That was a great job of the offensive line. The ball came out like a Tim Tebow throw, a little wobbly, and it was completely underthrown. So great job getting the 2 feet in by the Higley defender as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he's throwing like Tim Tebow, he might win a Heisman and go play some professional football.
He's going to do nothing in the NFL, poor kid.
We hope the best for Brady. And the runner is up the middle and excuse my French, but that was quite the hit. As the defender was folded up in the air.
I mean,
nonetheless, brings up a 2nd and 4 as he got 6 yards on the carry. He most certainly will need a chiropractor after that one. He throws the deep shot, and he got a guy, and he's got a man, and it's a touchdown for Higley, number 82, and that's got to feel good for everyone in this stadium tonight cheering for the Knights, as I don't even...
82. Turner made a great play there to get back, and you see it's the deep ball again. It's a straight go route, and that's what's been working. Go route.
Oh, and they're going for 2 here. And Chris Paul hits the 3.
Never mind, they go for kicker. Switch it up.
Never mind. Out goes the kicking unit.
Get the crossbar. Right there. Too much. Yeah, even a little. And a little to the right. 2.
Was that 82 on the catch and touchdown?
Yeah,
Alan Turner. 6'2" junior. Man, I would have liked to see him get the football a couple more times.
He's actually had a pretty good game today. He's been one of their main threats out deep. It's just they kind of gone away from it.
As we take a look at that touchdown grab and just a beautiful placed ball. You know, if you're Higley, the score isn't really a representation of exactly what that means for your team. You know, you force a turnover, you go get 7. Begs the question, what if they converted some of those earlier, huh?
It does beg the question. They've been past the 50 on every drive today. So they really needed that just to get a flow back again.
So I tried my best here to get my notes in order.
They might do an onside kick here. You never know. I think they are. They're doing an onside kick.
And they're onside kicking it because why not, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh my
and
goodness.
it's recovered by Mountain View, and they're going to return the onside kick. And Arnett scores the touchdown on the onside kick return. You don't see that every day, ladies and gentlemen.
Guy next to me is leaving the stadium. He's gone.
He's seen enough here, folks. And
onside kick return for what does Talon Arnett not do?
What does he not do? That is absolutely correct. What a return, huh? I mean, when do you see that?
He took off like a cannon. I mean, I was gonna say that onside kick was kicked so hard he just ran right into it and just took off.
I'll tell you what, man. If I had a fantasy team of high school football, Brady Goodman and Talon Arnett would be a dream combo out there with the things they do.
Especially because Talon Arnett plays almost every position on the field.
Running back, returner, receiver. What can't the kid do? Brady Goodman's got a hat trick of touchdowns tonight. As we take a look back to that onside kick return, unbelievable stuff. Just no one in sight. So with 3 minutes to go here, down 30. I don't believe there's running clock yet.
No. No, it has to be 35, I think.
Correct. One more touchdown will do it.
So one more touchdown would initiate the running clock here, but if you're Higley, you want to take some of the success out of the last drive and just apply it here.
How'd that go over?
So as we wait kickoff for the 6th or 7th time tonight.
The ball was still in the end zone.
That was pretty spectacular, don't you think?
It was pretty special.
When do you see an onside kick get returned in a game like this?
Most people don't have Talon Arnett on their team.
Most people do not have Jordan Tyson either.
Mind you, he's kick returning too.
Number 84 on the return. He tried to make his first man miss and unfortunately did not.
I would really employ Kenny Dillingham. I know this is off topic, to stop the Kyson Brown experiment. He's just not that guy. All right, back to the
Shots to the Sun Devil running back who
He's not.
last time I checked had 7 carries for 5 yards tonight. So, yeah, never what you'd like to see. But
Just speed relief, man.
fortunately, Jordan Tyson and Talon Arnett are 2 men cut from the same cloth, and they just different animals out there. So here we go with the Higley offense back on the field. Gunnar Fagrell with a nice touchdown on the last play. He's going to take the keeper this time. He's going to slide down to around the 25-yard line, good for about 5 yards.
Well, run game working. You kind of have Mountain View now thinking over the top about that passing game over the top because that's worked for them recently too. So they can exploit that and get the running game going. But the problem with that is the fact that it's going to take up a lot of clock, and they don't have time for that.
To quote the great Mark Jackson, "Mama, there goes that man."
Who are we talking about?
I was still thinking about that Arnett return touchdown. My bad. I can't get him out my head.
Could be laying down thinking about Talon Arnett.
Talon Arnett is a future. People may think we're kidding. We're so serious. I've seen this kid play 2 weeks of football, and I mean,
Are we glazing?
Amon Ra,
Talon Arnett,
Justin
you
Jefferson, Jamar Chase, all in one.
Talon Arnett, you are player of the game.
Brady's got a hat trick.
Brady's 6'4", 215 pounds. It's not fair. Give it to Arnett.
I mean, I've seen through 2 weeks as as he throws a nice completion there to 84, and that was a nice throw and catch there.
Batters in going into the receiver for a first down. At the 40.
And I hope the best for the player down. And to be a little more lighthearted here, in 2 weeks of football, high school football, I've seen 3 things that have really stood out to me, Matthew. Last week, I saw a 65-yard field goal attempt.
You said it was 55, really, right?
55, 60. It was ridiculously long. I saw an onside kick return touchdown. I'm seeing the next coming of Jerry Rice.
I thought you were going to say Cam Scadaboo.
Yeah. No, I saved those for the special running backs.
Yeah.
Which put Brady Goodman in the backfield.
Put Brady Goodman in the backfield.
Put him on the Eagles.
Put Talon Arnett in the backfield. Put any of these guys in the backfield. They've been so special. 30-point lead or approaching the end of the third, and I mean, it's been a fun one.
It certainly has.
Right now. Hold on. They're still setting up. Give them a minute. Go.
So as we await the injury timeout, we're going to cut down to Heaven on the field.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, so we had a little bit of back and forth action on that play. The Knights were finally able to put some points up on the board. I want to say it was number 82 for the Knights. Now, the Mountain View was able to answer right back immediately with that just going straight down. Went straight down, scored a touchdown, putting them up 7-37 right now. Now, it's still a lot of game left, but we are approaching the fourth quarter, and unfortunately, it's kind of looking like we already know who won this game, but we never know. Anything can happen. So the Knights might be able to pull something through. Let's see what happens. Let's take it right back.
Thank you, Heaven, and we're back as we await, I believe, the Higley offense to retake the field following that injury timeout. And Matthew, with 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter, obviously, you really want Chick-fil-A, and I think Talon Arnett's a superstar. But in all seriousness, the Mountain View defense has been suffocating tonight.
I actually really like how the Higley offense has come out in the second half. I know we've been kind of highlighted, the onside kick and the Goodman touchdown and the Rain touchdown, but Higley's offense has not looked bad themselves. They also had a fake punt for a first down. They've been able to find their rhythm on the ground.
As the handoff goes up to the running back, and he's just absolutely swallowed in the backfield. No room to run. 4 Toros back there, and brings up a 2nd and long.
Well, they were finding the rhythm on the ground. And then you have 4 to 5 Toros in the backfield immediately, just like that. So, once again, it's going to be you're behind the sticks again if you're Higley, and you're going to have to try to go back to this long passing game.
No, I heard it too. I thought it was in the audio board. And I was like,
QB's going to do another one of those quick bubbles, and just too high of his receiver's hands will bring up a 3rd and long for the Knights.
We think it's 4-down territory in their own zone here, in their own territory. Think they would go for this here?
I don't know, man.
I mean, you're punting down 30?
Well, absolutely, but with how the Toros offense has been, I mean, it's just insult to injury at that point. I'd like to see them go back to 84. I mean, I see him.
82 as well.
Excuse me, yeah, 82. I see him lined up on the outside here. QB's going to look left, and he's going to roll to his right. He's got just no time. He's going to be run out of bounds here. Just avoid the hit, and it brings up a 4th and maybe 11.
I would almost like to see him just throw one downfield a little bit. Even nothing to lose to running out of bounds just to set up 4th down anyway.
And it looks like the punting unit will come out here. Maybe we'll get another fake. Who knows? I don't know. You don't know.
We all don't know. Hey, I'm saying right now, Red Mountain's gotten real close today to blocking one of these punts. So we'll see what happens here.
oh, that was a weird punt.
Weird punt soars down to around the the 17-yard line. And Mountain View offense will take the field with 53 seconds left to go in the third. Brady Goodman will certainly not want to throw any interceptions. And if I'm Coach Litton, I'm just grounding and pounding, and I'm going back to Mesa with a win.
Running this clock out right. I mean, that's a smart thing to do. And I mean, the run game has been spectacular thus far in the second half. It's been unstoppable. So might as well try to follow it up and do the same thing.
So as we welcome the Toro offense back out here, obviously Brady Goodman sitting on that hat trick. Coy Bodley was able to get in the end zone on one, and of course Arnett on the onside kick recovery. So we've seen all aspects of this high-powered Mountain View offense contribute, with Brady Goodman under shotgun once again, and they are going to hand it off to Bodley. Good for about 2 to 3 yards, and that clock will continue to click down for Mountain View, and it's almost exactly what the Toros need to do here.
33, Harris.
Bring up a 2nd and 8. Brady's going to look deep out of his receiver's hands. That was Arnett there. If Arnett would have caught that, I would have walked out this stadium.
I would have been without a play-by-play commentator.
I would have been on my way back to the beautiful Tempe where...
We're about to lose a football game.
Yeah, Sun Devils are in a close one. 4 and out, though, on the goal line. It's never pretty. Has Brady Goodman in the gun here. He's going to look right. He's not going to see anything. He's going to he's just going to be sacked in the backfield. Good for Higley to close out this third quarter.
As 44 got in.
As
44 got in.
44 got in on that sack for Higley.
That's a great play from them to take momentum.
Legend Reedhead
And I'll tell you,
with a legendary name making the sack.
Legend Reedhead has had a great game today. He's been in that backfield all day, living in there.
And we'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter.
Hey fans, Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Whether you're running a business, protecting your home, or planning for the future, Hub International is your trusted independent insurance broker. They team up with top carriers like auto owners to deliver tailored coverage that fits your unique needs. From commercial and personal insurance to employee benefits and wealth management, Hub's got you covered. Visit Hub International and Auto Owners, where your goals meet our game plan. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. Hey fans, Vince with the Varsity Sports Show. You've had...
And we're back for the start of the fourth quarter with a Mountain View punt to kick things away, literally. And the punt is off, and it is a pretty good punt. Took a nice bounce. Hearing some interesting things coming from the parents here. Not sure if I can repeat those things. Anyways, Higley will take the field again here. And if you're Higley, I think you want to take a few more shots. See if you can generate like some big plays on offense. Obviously, if you're thinking about winning this game, you
really need to do that.
Yeah, let's just say it's less than likely, but we'll see Gunner take the field once again.
I'd like to see Gunner gun one down the sideline.
Yeah, again, I'd like to see him hit Landon Banks. He's lined up out left, number 84. I'd like to see a deep shot here, and he bobbles the snap a little bit. And the quarterback is just swallowed in the backfield for a loss of about 4 or 5 there.
It all started with the snap. The snap was high, made him bobble the snap, lost his focus, and had nowhere to go right there. So, I mean, not a lot you can do.
Not a lot you can do if you're Higley there. See some fans call for some better protection out of the O-line.
Protect your quarterback.
Nonetheless, in the gun, 2 receivers out to his left. Looks right.
Oh boy.
Pressure once again. Just no time. And he checks it down to his running back. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. And same thing we've been preaching all night. Just absolutely no time for this quarterback to really navigate his offense, as Mountain View's defense has put plenty of pressure.
Plenty of pressure. I mean, how many times tonight have you seen Fagwell have to just run for his life back there? And he's actually made a lot of good plays, looking like Sam Levitt, but
he's actually done a tremendous job at getting out of the pocket and avoiding the initial sack. But if you got no one downfield or no time, I mean, it's a hard day's living. But here we'll see him in the gun once again. 3 receivers out to his right. Tight end's going to stay home and block, and he still couldn't defend the edge rushers. He throws a dart that's picked by the Toros, his second pick of the game, and number 4 is going to break away up the sidelines. He's going to cut up field. He's going to have room to run. The quarterback has to make a tackle, and not the quarterback. Turner makes a nice.
Well, that's not really the way I wanted to see Turner get in the game. But
as we take a look back to that interception on that last play, his second of the game, number 15, he just telegraphed it all the way.
he had
Triple
room to
coverage.
Run. He had room to run as well.
I don't love the body language out of some of the receivers at Higley, but can't blame them. So the Toros will get the ball in great position here. Again, if there's another touchdown, we'll see an automatic running clock. But for now, it looks like Brady Goodman will lead his offense back out there and see what the Toros can do in this drive, see what they got dialed up. Obviously, they came home with the big running play early in the half. Goodman is by himself under center. The handoff to Arnett. And Arnett makes one miss. He cuts through, spins off one, breaks a tackle. Good for 10 yards. Look at that guy run the football.
Call me a Krispy Kreme. I'm glazing. That was amazing from Taylor Arnett. He just broke off 4 tackles and spun and got
That was
yardage.
pretty incredible. I can't lie.
I mean, this kid's special, man.
Call me a Krispy Kreme. I'm glazing. Brady empty here. Seen plenty of that tonight. And he's going to roll left. Simple little play action, and he's incomplete. Out of the reach of number 1.
Reset for Brady Goodman. The offense never that bad. Sometimes for a pass. Slow the tempo down. I know we want to burn some clock. But slow it down and reset.
And if you're Brady here, let's add a 4th. Let's get another rushing touchdown. Why not?
Let's
As he's
40.
once again in the empty. He's hit 40, yeah. It's 2 blockers will motion left, and Brady's going to take it himself. Like I said, is he going to go all the way? No, he's not. He's going to take a couple hits, but good for 5 yards on the play.
I know every time you see him take the ball, you expect him to run for a touchdown. He just go all the way. He's sore to bring down, but nonetheless, good yardage picked up, and Mountain View's in business.
Mountain View is most certainly in business today. No weather delay was scaring these boys.
Well, the rain said not tonight. It'd been raining off and on all day, but it was.
Yeah, I mean, the heart of Tempe was quite the storm going on, but it seems everything's cleared up. So once again in the empty, no, running back will motion back here. Brady's going to look right. He's going to throw right, and he's going to have a man. Galaviz makes a man miss, and he gets like slapped across the helmet. But I believe that's good enough for a first down.
When Brady Goodman's in a rhythm, this offense is so fluid. I mean, he steps back. He's not had a lot of pressure on him either in these pockets. I mean, they've been clean, and he's just able to deliver a great pass.
Oh,
all the way
holding
across the field.
against Mountain View, so that'll bring that back.
My fault.
We do not know ball. As the Mercury picked up a big win against, I believe, the Lynx, who are the highest seed, highest record in WNBA. So shout out the Mercury repping Phoenix.
The Mercury are now 1 win away from making the WNBA Finals against the number 1 seeded Lynx.
Is it best of 5 in?
It is best of 5, which I think is stupid. And the first round's best of 3, which is even more stupid.
They used to do that in the NBA back in the day, but Brady Goodman's going to step up here. He's going to deliver a ball. Just beautiful throw. Nice catch. By who else but Talon Arnett? That connection has been playing together since I believe they were 6 years old, so unbelievable stuff.
These guys are special. I mean, I think we're getting on the precipice here of another touchdown.
Brady Goodman will hand it off to Arnett, and he's finally stopped in the backfield. Nice play there by number 44.
That's Legend.
Legend.
Yeah.
Making a nice play in the backfield.
He's been their player of the game to me.
He's heard enough of me talking about Talon.
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to get this guy.
I'm getting this guy.
But I think Legend has been their best player today, defensively. Even though they've given up 37 points, he's been all over the place in the backfield. So
Brady Goodman once again under center here. Running back moving across the line. He's going to go under center. He's going to roll right. Nice little offense. He's going to throw the deep ball, and Arnett just out of the reach. He could have got a hand of that, but got jammed up in the line. And
he had the step. It was just a bit overthrown.
Most certainly
he
did.
Got jammed coming out to the right side towards the sideline, and it stopped his momentum. It halted his momentum. They
So
never get to that point.
brings up a 3rd and 13 here. And as we look onto the sidelines of each coaches, I wonder what goes through their mind, Matthew. I wonder.
We thought this was going to be. We thought this was going to be a closer game. That's what I definitely thought. So.
He was in the shot, just like it was.
So Brady Goodman will be in the empty once again here. He's going to sit in that pocket and just throw a strike across the middle. Good for a first down. Just impressive stuff here out of the Toros tonight. And here it comes, Matthew. Tush, push, not really. QB sneak. Brady's
Oh my.
big body self, and
Oh, he
he's
kept
just
going. Oh, he's
moving
still going.
through guys.
Well, initially.
And he gets the first down. Excuse me, that last play brought up fourth. He gets the first down.
Initially, he looked like he was going to be short, and then on the second play or on the second effort, he's able to just make his way for a first down.
So first down on the 3-yard line. If they score here, the running clock will commence. Wonder if Brady will get his fourth, or how this will all handle itself.
Kenny, can we stop the Kyson Brown experiment?
Good thing Jordan Tyson's the greatest receiver of all time outside Talon Arnett. As Brady Goodman is once again under center, he's going to hand it off this time to number 8. Oh, brought down at the 1, Coy Bodley.
Great play in that time by number 75, Jack Martin.
He was down for a little bit, so that's why they called officials timeout.
So an official timeout with the ball on the 1, second down.
Go a little bit wider. You've got two wide receivers on the top.
It seems as though Mountain View's offensive coordinators are leaving the press box as well, so they're kind of just packing this game in, I guess. They know what's coming. They call the QB sneak and left.
As they head their way to the other sidelines with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this ball game.
Just
of course,
sneak it in there, Goodman.
Goodman aiming for his, and he hands it off, and Bodley in for the touchdown. His second of the game. 43-7. Toros. As the Sun Devils are doing everything in their power not to win this football game. But Mountain View certainly has done everything in their power to win their football game.
Well, they hit the 40 mark, right? The last time they hit the 40 mark was a couple weeks back against Mesa, in a game that was about almost just as lopsided here as the Mesa game was. That game was a rivalry. This game not, but they still played like it was a rivalry.
And the extra point is no good.
43-7. My fault.
Makes it a 43-7 game.
Number 25, Dylan Hostelero in there for the block.
So we take a look back at what that touchdown run was. A quick little 2-yarder by Bodley for his second of the game. And yeah, just found the hole, got in the end zone. Not much you can do there if you're Higley.
Why is ASU kicking a field goal on 4th and 8 down 7 points? I don't know. Anyway, sorry to be distracted by the ASU game, but
Well, they've missed 2 field goals now.
it is 43-7 in this game. Yeah.
So much
bad play
for
calling.
the kicking game of the Sun Devils.
You're down 7 points. It's 4th and 8. You go for it there, but whatever. Jesus Gomez fall off needs to be studied. All right.
I hope for better 9 minutes out of my Sun Devils, but man, it's getting scary. All right, as we await kickoff here, has the running clock initiated?
Running clock is initiated. Look at it. It's
The running
running.
clock is running. Would you look at that, ladies and gentlemen?
Can
The
Mountain
clock
View just
is-
sit there and not kick the ball? Imagine this. Charge. Sorry, they're playing at the stadium. All right. So, running clock has been initiated.
For the Knights, number 5, Jordan Harris.
We're going to see how many starters maybe still playing for Higley. I'd like to see.
I'd
who's taking
assume
the
all
other
of them,
starters in.
man.
I would assume if Mountain View comes back here, based off the fact that also the offensive coordinators left the booth, I would assume that they don't have their starters in.
Every rep is important, but as that clock continues to roll, we'll see if Higley can get something going in these last 5 minutes, which could arguably be their last drive of the ball game. See the quarterback drop back, get their running back out in space. He cuts up field. Would like to see him bounce that one out, good for about 3 or 4.
So here's what you're doing now if you're Higley. You're trying to take positive momentum in the next game, right? And you're just running something that you haven't been able to get to work all day long. You're trying to get something that you haven't been able to work all day long, just repeat it and try to make it successful here so you can look at it as a positive going into next game.
Absolutely. See what you can take on film into next week. And I think if you're Higley, I mean, it's a tough outing. You played a very good football team here today, and your offense just couldn't get a whole lot going on the ground. And obviously, this is the first season for Higley High School in 6A, so tougher opponents, tougher weeks. But that's what this team was brought up for, to compete in games like this, and obviously at all levels of sport. But considering how popular high school football is, it's just important for this team to just get as many reps as possible. That was a nice throw and catch there.
You know, you win two straight 5A state. You win two 5A state titles in a row. You should be in 6A. It's going to be an adjustment process. They've already won 3 games this year. They win 6 to 7 games their first year in 6A. That would be awesome. It's going to be an adjustment process for them, and it's one they're willing to go through with a great head coach in Zuby and a good roster. They'll find their footing.
As the carry's good for about 3 or 4 yards, and as we see a lot of, still a good amount of Higley parents here in the stands, obviously waiting for their kids after the game. Most of the dads are probably left by now, but Higley with the ball here. Quick little out route. Number 3, and he got some cloud on his feet there, and ASU, 2 missed field goals tonight, 2 turnovers and down, 1 fumble on her. Woo-hoo, Kenny. Anyways.
They've outgained TCU by over 100 yards and they're losing.
We're not here to call that. So.
Personal foul, chop block.
Wow, personal foul on the Toros. Chop block there on the Toros by number 20, I believe. And that'll move the Higley offense right into some pretty territory here. They've struggled here throughout, but you'd like to see if they can get a stop here.
First and 10 at the 29.
Apparently there's another game around the valley that's 43-6. This one 43-7. A lot of similar scores going around.
See, quick little out route to the sidelines. He gets in the field for, he runs it. Oh, and we see a little extracurricular after the play, and the flag will come out. If I saw it from here, the ref right next to you definitely saw it. Coaches will not be happy with that.
That's pent-up aggression.
Unnecessary roughness after the play. 1-1.
I believe that will be
Sebastian, when he separates, zoom in on Whitehead.
more than likely an unnecessary roughness following the play. Could be called a personal foul. Let's see what the call is.
Yep, zoom in on him. Back to the play. Personal foul on the offense.
The call is a personal foul.
3 against. Second down.
So it is a personal foul. It'll essentially negate the chop block and move Higley right back to where they were, bring up a long first down.
The clock still stops on penalties. I'll tell you when, Chase. I'll tell you when.
Quarterback in the gun here. He's going to look left. He's going to fake left, and he's going to throw left. And he gets blown up on the play. Pad met pad.
Great catch that time by Rylan Irwin.
So with 3 minutes left to go in this ball game, Matthew, obviously you feel great if you're the Toros. Brady Goodman, Talon Arnett, the one and only. And then, of course, the running game has been strong. Special teams, strong. What do you do if you're Higley here? How do you head into next week?
Score here. Take some positives out of this, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's for sure.
It'll help you looking at next week. And
But a tough second down play that they've just unfortunately not been able to get out of these long and second downs. But a nice run there by number 26.
while we are
Braxton Gaines on the carry.
while we are in this little down point of the game, I do want to come out and mention about Arizona high school football, how great it's been so far to start the season. There's been great fan turnout, and there's been a lot of such good teams throughout the valley. You have a top 3 so far right now in Arizona in Basha, Liberty, and Hamilton that look like any of them could win it. So I just want to say that those 3 are going to be challenging for our state title this year, and I'm looking forward to it, and go Huskies. Anyway.
Hey, none of that.
Sorry, I went to Hamilton, I'm sorry.
Gunner tucks and runs.
Well, Talon Arnett goes to the Mountain View High School, so beautiful game here out of the Toros, though. Looks like this clock will ultimately just roll on out, and this will end a 43-7 ball game, more than likely. But I think if you're Mountain View, man, you got to feel good. You got to feel confident. I know they've had tough opponents, and I know the scores haven't been pretty, but they're a good football team, and I think better days are most definitely ahead.
Most better teams are ahead, or better days are ahead for this Higley football team. Better days are definitely ahead for Mountain View as well. Mountain View building towards something special. These are two teams that have such bright futures, and if Higley could win in 5A, they'll start winning the 6A.
Absolutely. So with a minute 17 left here, we're just going to see Mountain View kind of drain this clock, and we'll see Steve Meto get some carries. Fumble on the play. See who recovers it here, and they don't want this last minute of football to end here in Gilbert. Even though I know my man next to me needs some Chick-fil-A. 55 forcing the fumble there. See what the refs ultimately call recovered by. Brings up second down, so recovered by the offense, and the clock will continue to storm down as we reach the 59-second mark in this game, and the Toros are going to drive home with a W. As Brady's going to take the keeper, and he's going to go all the way.
That's number 10. He is absolutely
touchdown.
gone.
Brock White comes into the game and makes an instant impact. And that is if they let him take the extra point, that is a 50 burger, ladies and gentlemen. And excuse me for not getting more excited on that play call. Backup quarterback came in and made an impact.
Look at them. They're hustling up the extra point here. So
Yeah,
look, he took the read option. He took the read option.
He
and
took
it was
the
just
read
nothing
option
but
to the
green grass.
house.
Nothing but green grass.
I mean, he faked me. So they're going to rush this extra point, try and get a 50 burger at the buzzer.
They'll let him kick it anyway.
10 seconds to go in the half. Will they get the 50 burger?
It's like I'm watching an NBA game.
7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the kick is underway. And that is a 50 burger for the Toros and a dominant performance out here for Mountain View, as the Toros will go home hanging 50 on the road and feeling probably great about their upcoming weeks.
If they would only scored 49, they would have been distraught. So
yeah, I mean, great football out of Mountain View tonight. I know Higley's tough to go home this way, but hey, there's always next week, right?
there's always next week. There's another opportunity to get better, right? You're going to have a full week of practice. You're going to cover some of the things, and hopefully towards the end of that game offensively, you're able to run some plays that you felt that weren't so successful as part throughout the game, but you found rhythm with towards the end. But nonetheless, Mountain View, straight domination.
Yeah, I mean, no other way to really put it.
So 50-7, they came out of the blocks hot. Coach Littell told us he wanted them to come out hot, not turn the ball over, and that's exactly what they did, and it carried on the entire game.
So for a lack of a better words, it was a butt whooping tonight. But
Belt.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us live from Higley High School. Once again, I'm Gregory Graves with the Varsity Sports Show, joined by
Matthew McCord.
And we thank you all for your we thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.